experts, corporate executives, government officials
who
are taking home more than $1 million in a month. And they are there.
That's what I have to do. I have to set everything
60,000 or over,
one at a
destroy
time.
the economy. It's not sustainable.
Then,
how wicked!
How wicked!
You give 60,000 to a poor worker, a poor worker who may have a family of 2 or 3 or 4, for his feeding, for his accommodation, for his house rent, for his medical care, for his children's school fees. How wicked.
How wicked.
How blind.
How wicked.
How can we do that?
Okay,
and we think that God will bless our country. We think that it is by bringing a new national anthem for God to bless our country. How can you commit this crime against humanity? For me, this is a crime against humanity. Because the poor people who cannot afford to buy gari, I'm not saying they will buy that they are to
humanity is dead.
I'm saying buy gari. Poor people who cannot buy gari. I'm not
setting up is not easy.
Or fish.
You have to set up, put the charger, put everything.
Because they have no money to cure malaria.
That's my set up the program. It's a lot of work on its own.
Those of us who belong to the elite,
you got to make sure everything is sequenced.
We are debating and we are discussing and we vote 500 million naira to meet and debate about paying 60,000 to
That's what we have to do every night too, every day.
Friends, I see this as a new form of apartheid.
Your what?
Nigeria is one of the most unequal societies in the entire world.
How?
A society where it's like the animal farm. A society where we have conspicuously rich people. People who are living in conspicuous consumption and others who are in deplorable, dehumanizing poverty. If you have somebody in this country that takes home 1 million naira, I mean 1 million, I'm not talking of 30 million naira.
Then, wicked people. wicked people. Wicked politicians. See, don't come on. So I can't see my two bunk on me, Jerry. They're wicked.
It's too much. This government is too much for this country. Please, if government work, if they cannot protest, we are not.
But international is I'm a counter protest. Mati jáde báyìí. Àwọn ará Lagos Island ní ìyà ò jẹ àwọn pé ká fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. Pé Koiki shut up. Suffer. Ìyà ò jẹ wá. Kí ni problem ẹ? Oh, aláwa Nàìjíríà o. Counter protest. Ó tutù jáde báyìí o. Ìyẹn ti rí counter protest. There's another counter protest too. I'm not joking o. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń counter protest in tó ń lọ. So we have to set up, make sure the background is okay. You know, that's the way we prepare the program. So every now we have to prepare, we have to get the angle. So mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ program, I'm still doing my setup. So we Aloja, we go protest, we go open our nyash, we go open our breast.
We go open our nyash, we go open our breast, we go protest. Too much governance, too much for this country.
Now,
before you win,
Sherry, listen, taba lo bẹ̀rẹ̀ program nisin, taba charge ele. So what happened then is taba ti ṣe program lo, ako ma ṣe ta ako lo ku moyan lẹ́nu ni. So gbàtà de sí ní Nigeria, èmi níná ní bíbá. Nigeria ni wọ́n ti níná. Inú òkùnkùn ló wà. Láti over 63 years. So I plug it to make sure that everything is rolling. So eka tún máa gbọ́ too much sufferness. Too much sufferness.
Too much.
Àwọn máa prepare lẹ́yìn kọ̀ọ̀kan ní méjì. Àwọn ọmọ ilé náà lè tàn. Okay. Ní sùúrù. Bàbá gbogbo wa ní Nàìjíríà ti fi jìyà, so ẹ má máa ká máa dárúkọ dáàdì gbogbo wa. Dáàdì wo. Only since my father born me. Òyìnbó tó yẹ pé ó mọ̀ pé since they born our forefathers, ìyà ló fẹ́ ká máa jẹ. Only since my father born me, I've never witnessed gari kinikan. So mon set up now. So this is the way we do our setup. Our big shine, our back. It's too much. Now, pama with the eat. But we're going to rise up. Chicago. Wàhálà ti pọ̀ jù. Kì í ṣe ilé kí ló ṣe tó ń disconnect rẹ̀. Òkè ó ti tán ni àbí báwo. Oya bàbá kílẹ̀ yìí sọ̀sà. Ẹ má kó sun yín o bàbá. Àwọn kan máa ti ń counter protest báyìí. Kí ló dé tẹ̀ mú gàrí lójoojúmọ́? Kí ló dé?
Ẹ̀wà náà ti wọ́n.
Kí ló dé?
Gàrí ọ̀gá ti di 1-2.
Kí ló fà?
Ó ti sú mi, orílẹ̀-èdè ti sú mi. Báyìí kọ́ ni wọ́n bá tẹ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ní ọ̀la yìí, ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n kà o. Wọ́n ní
báyìí kọ́ lẹ bá tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀kọ́ Awólọ́wọ̀ ní gbogbo yín kà, ó ti sú yín. Ọba àwa nǹkan ṣe ṣe. Ajíporíkì. Bàbá ní orí òun ti pa. Orí òun ti pa. Mo kí bàbá mi gbó ìgàrà fíò, Adámjọlá mi lẹ́kàn. Ṣé fẹ́ máa wo time náà? Ṣé kí n gbé kí time yẹn máa ṣó lókè? Mo fẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation ẹ̀ ṣó. Kò easy. Stunt Sam, má dá lóhùn jàre. Ọmọ àlè ni. So easy, we want to make sure everybody can pick some kind of, that's the difference if you're using a software. To ban the software, you will not face all these difficulties. Everything just goes sequence. But since I have the software, that's how we have to deal with it. So, some of it turn out to possible right because I'm going to do muyon. Mobile studio then be by. Mobile studio anymore. So, setting up is one of the most daunting tasks to start a program. Mokiya alalubarika ya tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa again. Mo ní ẹ ti busy látàárọ̀ àti ráyè sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ bá parí program ká tó lọ sùn. A ní ká tún jáde ká èmi ti jẹun so that mo ti ní strength díẹ̀ padà. Ẹ gbọ́ wọlé share button. Yín wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Wọ́n ní ìlú ti sú wa. Kí ló sú wa nínú Nàìjíríà? Kí ni nǹkan kan tó sú gbogbo wa nínú Nàìjíríà? Ṣé ìyà ń jẹ wá ni? Ṣé bí ń pa wá ni? Kí ni the main reason tá a ṣe ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà ti sú wa? Ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa. A lot of movement. Báyìí máa ń ṣe nìyẹn ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ program kò easy o. Ẹ̀kọ́ máa dé ni ẹ̀kọ́ máa wo program. Ọmọ Koiki is live. Mọ wàhálà tí Koiki ṣe kó tó set up. Tó bá yẹ pé stable studio ni mo ní nísìn. Ni máa ṣe lè lójoojúmọ́. But nítorí pé kò ń ṣe permanent studio ni mo ní, ìyẹn ló ṣe ń pè ní mobile studio. Ẹ má bínú. And when it's a mobile studio, it means that a lot of things has to be adjusted, blah blah blah. Ó dà kó dúró bẹ́ẹ̀. So gbogbo ẹ̀ akọ́ a máa dán yánmyán tẹ́yìn bá ti wọlé ẹ̀yin ò ní mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Mo sì ń lose space níbí báyìí. So mo ṣì ní láti wá díẹ̀ báyìí. Paris TV mo kí ẹ kò easy ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó easy ni. Ok ó dà pé mo ti ní free leg. Nígbà míì náà ẹ fẹ́ kẹsẹ̀ yín kó free. Mo fẹ́ kẹsẹ̀ mi kó free so that ẹ mọ̀ kẹ́jẹ̀ má lọ máa dípò ó máa block. Ọ̀rẹ́ kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe a máa manage ẹ̀ báyìí. So then láàrin méjì àwọn èèyàn fi bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n fi pè so we are dealing with multiple tasks. Ọlọ́run fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀. So ẹgbẹ́ olóṣè Kenny Bright mo kí ọgbẹ́ni ti Libya. Ṣáṣẹ ń wọnú agbami ètò yẹn lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ìgbó clear ní láti tún lo ilé owó náà lòun máa jẹ tí bá tún lọ tan ilé ìrìnsìn a máa rí ìdí mítà tó pọ̀. Ok mo ti charge laptop ilé. So mo ní láti irọ́ ni o wọ́n náà bá ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ ọba olókù kẹ̀ ń bọ̀ èyí bí bàyà gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ká kọ́kọ́ má mú confirmation though ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ò ní parọ́ náà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Almaroof kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ kó má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n náà bá kan ti ṣaláìsì sọ yẹ kí èmi náà kọ́kọ́ mú confirmation yẹn kí tó dárúkọ ẹ̀. Ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ẹ má wọrí màá ṣàlàyé tó kú fún yín mo kàn fẹ́ mú ní Ọ̀yọ́ Túnjí African Village tó wà lamẹ́ríkà yẹn wọ́n ní there was a stabbing there alátànà kí ló dé táwa gbọ́ 7 hours ago wọ́n ní ẹran tí máà tó wà ní Ọ̀yọ́ Túnjí yẹn wọ́n náà fi ọ̀bẹ wọ́n fi stábẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ fi ṣaláìsí lágbára o. A 47-year-old man was located and transported by Beaufort County EMS to an area hospital. The victim died as a result of injuries. The suspect was identified as a 53-year-old Akiba Kasali. Akílódé tí àwọn tí mi tá píkì news yìí pé Ọ̀yọ́ Túnjí village ẹ rántí Ọ̀yọ́ Túnjí village yẹn wọ́n ní bọ̀bọ̀ tí ó jẹ́ ọba wọn kábíyèsí yẹn bọ̀ alright news náà gan clear gan sef but mo rí lọ́dọ̀ Almaroof náà ní nísìn ọlágbára o kódà alright we will look into that ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe máa set up lọ mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé ẹgbẹ́ wọlé share button so àìtí parí set up o ẹ rí pé you start wondering platform wo ló ti set up èwo ló ti set up ẹ mọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Túnjí ẹ wọ́n ló ti ṣaláìsí wọ́n ló stab àwọn tó stab lánàá náà death all over the place lágbára o mo kí gbogbo wọn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa alright so kí ló tún kù tá àti èwo lélẹ̀ nísìn ta ló ti pèsè bíbà 2 missed call yàyàyàyàyà ajé àpọ́n 9:30 nìyẹn náà máa ṣe ẹlẹ́wọ̀n tẹ̀ tuntun wà lórí program ṣẹ́wọ̀ 9:30 ló ní ká pè wọ́n 9:30 but máa send nọ́m yeah because ọmọbìnrin ó ní kó òun ní problem something something like that èmi ò dẹ̀ tẹ̀. Okay, màá pick audio yẹn ni màá pick audio yẹn nísìn màá pick audio ẹ ṣe gan-an alájà ẹ ṣe gan-an alright because statement kan jáde alright jẹ́ ká sáré pick yẹn látòrí world media àwọn YSDM nípa protest ọ̀la ẹ ká sáré pick yẹn ká máa gbọ́ yẹn lọ. fáwọn ìgbọ́n pariwo ní background òrùdà máa múyàn àti ọ̀hà ní wẹ́dà tí alright. I'm going to work Yoruba World Media. Okay, so alright, what you are like? Ẹ ká máa gbọ́n tán sọ lọ ní bàbá.
Igboho released from detention in the Benin. Wọ́n ní ìgbà tó di ọjọ́ kẹta ìdúrógbà ìyẹn ti ṣe ọdún tí àwọn náà yìí ti ṣe oṣù keje. Nígbà tí Igboho ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí ọba tí a mọ̀ sí Benjamin Ọláníkan tó ṣe ọba onímẹ̀kọ ti ìlú Ìmẹ̀kọ. Eléyìí tó fi kalẹ̀ sí ìlú Ògùn State. Látàrí bí ọba ọ̀hún ṣe ṣe takuntakun látàrí pé bó ṣe jàdàkùn láti pé kí wọ́n tẹ̀lé Sunday Igboho sílẹ̀ nígbà tó wà ní àtìmọ́lé àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní ìlú Benin Republic tó sì lọ fi ẹ̀rọ ní ẹ̀ràn ẹ̀jẹ̀ bíi wípé tá a bá ṣe ní lóore ọ̀pẹ́ òun náà ni àádú. Igboho underscored that his focus remained on Yoruba self-determination and that he and Professor Banji Akintoye are not involved in organizing or supporting the upcoming process. Ìgbọ́n sọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ owó ìyípadà ọ̀tàrí ní ìgbàgbọ́ pé tí ìjàmbá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó dádúró òun náà nìkan ni ohun tí òun náà tó sì jẹun tó jẹ ológun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni ẹni tó ń gbà fún ìyẹn tó ń gbàgbé pé o àwọn náà ò ní nǹkan méjì ó ti ṣe pé ìlànà Yorùbá kó dádúró. Látàrí ìdí èyí, àwọn méjèèjì àti àwọn tí wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé wọn, àwọn ìlọ́wọ́ nínú ìjàngbara tàbí ìwọ́de eléyìí tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà yìí o pé kí wọ́n má fi ẹ̀rẹ̀ yí àwọn lára àwọn òfin lọ́mọdára. Igboho noted that while he supporting Nigeria's right to protest against the country's economic challenge, including inflation and poverty, his efforts are directed toward achieving Yoruba independence under determination of self-determination principle. He urged media outlets to avoid spreading misinformation about his stance and to respect the rights of Nigerians to protest if their choice. Bọ́ọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú ìpè ibi tó ń dúró sí o, ó dà ní pé ó ń ṣetán láti tẹ̀lé àwọn Nàìjíríà tí yà ń jẹ́ kí ebi ń pa tí ìjàngbara ń jà láàmú látàrí bí ètò adórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ó ṣe jẹun kọlẹ̀ tí ò sì lè gbé mọ́ àti bí ọ̀nà tí àwọn èèyàn ń gba ìjìyà tí wọn ò ní oúnjẹ ẹ̀mẹ́ta jẹ níbí mọ́ ló ṣe di tó dogun fáwọn èèyàn yìí. Ó lè ń bá wọn kẹ́dùn òun sì ní pé ẹgbẹ́ ni fún wọn láti ní pé wọ́n lè jáde wọ́n lè ṣe ìwọ́de eléyìí tó gbẹ́dẹ̀ ìbámu pẹ̀lú òfin Nàìjíríà pé wọ́n lè ṣe ìwọ́de wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìwọ̀n ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti ṣe ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá wù láti ṣe tí ó sì ní mú gbàgbégbàgbàn tàbí wàhálà dání o. Ó wá dàsìkò yìí ó ń gba àwọn nígbà tí wọ́n ń bẹ́ńta àwọn gbèrúsọ̀ yìí wọ̀rọ̀ níbẹ̀ lẹ́rù àdúgbò ti dọ̀kọ̀ ní pé kí wọ́n dàbí tí wọ́n dábàá o kí wọ́n máa wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n lè máa gbé o kí wọ́n sì máa ṣèwádìí ohun tí wọ́n máa dábàá pé ìgbìmọ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n bá gbé òun ni àwọn èèyàn rò pé yóò tọ́ ni kí wọ́n sì máa gbé pé wọ́n ṣe àpọ́nlé fún ẹnikẹ́ni ní ipò àti ibi tó dábàá o láti bọ̀wọ̀ fún ohun tí onítọ̀hún tí ò bá sọ. Tí Sunday Igboho refrain that another letter will be sent to Bola Ahmed Tinubu an international body to advise negotiation for the Yoruba exit from Nigeria. Ìgbésẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú pé ó ṣèpinnu pé àwọn yóò tún gbé ìgbìmọ̀ yìí jáde tó yóò tún kọ́lé tàbí sí Tinubu pé kí àwọn tó dábọ̀ ó ṣe ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn láti rí pé lórílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó dádúró láìsí wàhálà tàbí gbòòrò láàrin wọn. The current economic crisis in Nigeria marked by soaring inflation are prompting nation currency as linked to widespread hardship. Despite recent increases in the minimum wage of 70,000 naira, which is equivalent to $43 per month, the impact of inflation and the current inflation has left many Nigerians struggle. Ìgbọ́n tẹ̀síwájú pé pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wàhálà àti ìgbọ́lọ́pẹ̀lẹ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ látàrí ìgbéra ọjọ́ orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà bí ṣe jẹun kọlẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn mọ́ pé níṣẹ́ ní owó ọjà ní gbòòrò lórí o ẹ̀sìn 70,000 ṣe ní mímọ́ lójú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ láìjọ fresh wọ́n di 100,000 kí ni tí wọ́n ti ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ìjà ẹ̀tún ní ìyàwó kan tó tún ní ọmọ méjì báwo ló ṣe ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ yóò níbi wọn ká lóru ẹ̀kún láti lọ́jà lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yóò níbi wọn. ó ní ìjọba ìwé ìṣẹ́lẹ̀ yóò ní pé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ó kọjá àfẹnusọ Nàìjíríà wíkòrò ní pure water tó ti já níbi yìí. The crisis is allegedly attributed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu policy, including the partial removal of the first subsidy and the current floating which has driven up price. Ó ní ilé ìwé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láti Bola Ahmed Tinubu bí wọ́n ṣe yọ owó orí epo ọ̀gbìn eléyìí tí ó ṣe àfihàn fún ìjọba àwọn náà ní àpáta tó ń sọ̀kọ́ta aráàlú wọ́n dàgbà sí yọkúrò àwọn tó kéé pé wọ́n ní IMF pẹ̀lú wọ́n bá mi sọ pé ìrọ̀lẹ́ ni kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Òtún bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ rárá o. Ó lé yìí ló fà á tí owó ọrọ̀ ajé tó fi gbọ́ orí ọgbọ́. As Nigerian face the challenge, some regions are preparing for protest to address the economic situation. However, leaders and as residents of western region to the ethnic group have stated they will not participate in the protest. Ẹni tí àwọn onídìrí Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti ń gbìyànjú àti kóra wọn pọ̀ láti ṣe ìwọ́de lọ́wọ́ láti fi òun náà wọ́n tàbí wípé ọ̀rọ̀ tó lẹ́nu kọ̀ lórí Nàìjíríà o. Ó ní àwọn tí wọ́n kóra wọn jọ tí àmọ̀ sí àwọn apá kan ìwọ̀ orílẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àti apá kan ọkọ̀ òkè alẹ́ yìí. Àwọn àfẹ́kọ́ lára o, àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ láti darapọ̀ mọ́ irú ìwọ́de bẹ́ẹ̀. In January 2014, President Ahmed Tinubu and federal college government officially mobilized Nigeria in the protest known as Occupy Nigeria to oppose President Goodluck Jonathan plan to remove the first subsidy. The protest, which gained widespread support, exerted significant pressure on Jonathan administration unlimitedly lead to the suspension of the subsidy removal. Eléyìí onímọ̀ ìjọba àbẹ̀ tó lè gbé káwọn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ sí ẹ̀rí abẹ́rẹ́lẹ́rẹ́ nípa kí wọ́n mú dà kọjá níwájú ó di pàwọ́ lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ̀rọ àbẹ̀ tí wọ́n gbó nígbà tó di ọdún 2024 tó ṣe ọjọ́ kìíní ọdún 2022. Oní àkórajọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ìwé àtàlẹ̀ àwọn àti ìgbọ́dọ̀ ẹlẹ́yìn tó gbilẹ̀ wípé Jonathan wo tó wà lóde alẹ́gbà náà tó kò gbọdọ̀ yọ fẹ́ sọ́sídì wọ́n ṣe ìwọ́de ọ̀hún sì lágbára lọ́wọ́ àbẹ̀ Tinubu olórí ìwọ́de ọ̀hún bàbá eré àbákẹ́ ó ti gbà tí ní ẹ̀wà sọ pé kò sí wọ́de kábàṣà ìkúrò ń bẹ̀ eré ni eré ọmọdé ni. Lọ́wọ́ àbẹ̀ Tinubu olóògbé ìlú ojú àti àwọn ìwọ́de ìlú olóògbé sì fà á kí Jonathan ó gbẹ́sẹ̀ kó lórí àti yọ fẹ́ sọ́sọ́dì ní ọdún 2025 lọ́wọ́dé tí Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu náà wá kọ̀ọ̀kan ìwọ́de òní wáyé. The planned protest have been ignited debate on social media with criticism directly at those who previously supported similar protests against former President Goodluck Jonathan subsidies removal, but now oppose the same action under Tinubu administration. Ó ní àwọn jẹgúdújẹrá àríjẹníjì mọ̀gbàrú àwọn tó gbọ́n wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kan bàjẹ́ tọmọ tí wọn náà máa tún ṣe àwọn tó pé àwọn wọn jẹ ṣègbìmọ̀ tí wọn ṣe ṣègbọ́dọ̀ ní 2025 àwọn tó ní ìjọba bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí Goodluck Jonathan àwọn yìí ni wọ́n tún ní lásìkò yìí o ìwọ́de lóde wáyé lásìkò Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu tí wọ́n rẹ́ ti ẹ̀kọ́ níbẹ̀. Ìgbèrè ìgbé focus on advocating for the right and the self-determination of the Yoruba people. Hey, to border international turmoil. The claimer, Sunday Igboho Adeyemo, is less concerned about hunger protest propaganda. Activists stand on self-determination of Yoruba people. Wọ́n ní Igboho ọ̀kan lórí àwọn tí ojú ń pa tí wọ́n sá láti jáde láti fẹ́ owó náà fún ibi tó ń pa wọ́n. Ṣùgbọ́n mo fún ìlú pé bí ìran Yorùbá yóò tún kúrò ní òkú ẹrú. Eléyìí òun náà ni ó sáìn pẹ̀lú Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, spokesman tí Sunday Adeyemo Igboho ti ṣe ọgbọ̀njọ́ oṣù keje ọdún 2024 tí ṣe òní tí a wà nínú ẹ̀yìn. Eléyìí náà ni àtijọ́ tó lóye Sunday Igboho tó kí síta pé gbogbo ọmọlẹ̀ tó tó kiri. Àwọn olùlọ́wọ́bẹ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n owó ní kí ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ jáde kó má jáde. Ó sì pariwo pé kí wọ́n ṣe ní pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ kí wọ́n ṣe ní pẹ̀lẹ́kùtù. Eléyìí ó náà ni àtijọ́ tó lóye Sunday Igboho kiri sí wọn. Ó ní pé àwọn àgbẹ̀lẹ̀ ètò yìí àmọ́ aṣọ lápò gbọ́dọ̀ kú àwọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní orí ètò bí àwọn àbáwá ní gbólóhùn méjì tí wọ́n yóò bá wa sọ pé àwọn yọ̀ǹda àwọn àlejò wa tàbí àwọn aṣọ lápò gbọ́dọ̀ kú orí ẹ̀yìn náà bá wa gbó sókè.
Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá àti bàbá mi lórí ètò yìí àkúṣẹ́ ìlú akúkólèdà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìwọ́de tó ń bọ̀ ní ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹjọ ní ọdún yìí. Nǹkan tí àwọn bàbá wa fi lélẹ̀ tán dẹ̀ fi síwájú òun ni wípé gbogbo àwa tí à ń jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá láti kúrò nínú ìdè orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àwa kọ́ ni a ṣe agbátẹrù ìwọ́de yìí. Pàápàá a lè sọ pé kí àwọn ọmọ ìlú kan má jáde nítorí pé gbogbo alamọ bí ìlú ṣe rí. Fún ìdí èyí a fi lélẹ̀ wípé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ yìí àwọn bàbá wa Professor Banji Akíntóyè àti bàbá wa Sunday Adisa ọmọ Adéyẹmọ tí gbogbo àmọ pé Sunday Igboho a fi lélẹ̀ pé wọn ò mọ nǹkan kan sí ìwọ́de yìí àwọn dẹ̀kọ́ ni wọ́n ṣe agbátẹrù ìwọ́de tí ó ń bọ̀ yìí. Tí àwa ọmọ Yorùbá lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin tí a bá rí wípé a fẹ́ jáde fún ìwọ́de yìí ká fi ojú wa sílẹ̀ dáadáa ká má jẹ́ kí àwọn àtọ̀húnrìnwá kí wọ́n ba nǹkan ìní wa jẹ́ kí àwa náà má dẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n bá ń ṣe jàgídíjàgan nítorí pé tán bá bàjẹ́ tán tiwa ló máa dà títí bá bàjẹ́ tonídìí ló máa dà. Màá fi ìlú tèmi ti wá ọmọ Ṣàgámù lèmi màá fi ṣe àpèjúwe àkàwé fún gbogbo wa. Ní ìwọ́de tó kọjá lọ ní ìlú Ṣàgámù gbogbo ilé owó pátápátá tó wà ńbẹ̀ ni wọ́n bàjẹ́ tí wọ́n jó títí di bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìyà yìí ń jẹ wá ní Ṣàgámù tí ó jẹ́ pé a lè lọ ilé owó àfi ká lọ sí àwọn ìlú ìgbèríko wa láti lọ lo ilé ìfowópamọ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí a sọ gbogbo ohun ìní Yorùbá ká sọ di eérú tí kò ní wúlò fún wa mọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a mọ nǹkan tí à ń ṣe ká jáde wọ́rọ́wọ́ ká wọlé wọ́rọ́wọ́. Gbogbo ọmọ ìlú ló lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti fi ẹ̀hónú wọn hàn fún ìjọba àti fún àgbáyé tí inú wọn ò bá dùn sí bí ìlú ṣe rí. Ṣùgbọ́n wípé Yorùbá Nation ni ó ṣe agbátẹrù ìwọ́de irọ́ ńlá ni. Àmọ̀ràn tí àwa gbà yìí ni pé gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ jáde fún ìwọ́de náà ẹ má lọ ṣe jàgídíjàgan ẹ má bà nǹkan ìní jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí ìjọba kan mọ nǹkan tó ń dùn yìí. Tòmátò mẹ́rin tó di 400 naira ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rin ó tó ká ṣe ìwọ́de fún. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká rántí wípé tí ìdí bá bàjẹ́ onídìí òun ni ó máa ń dà. Ẹ ṣé.
All right, while we're still waiting for the world media to come back again, Moki Bugboa, you can see why it's not easy to set up a program, especially if you're not using the softwares. It entails a lot and lot of, prepping and all that. So let's listen to the chairwoman, Yoruba World Media, Dr. Zabi.
Ẹ̀yin ìyá wa bàbá wa tí ẹ wà lé ó ṣe jẹ́ gbọ̀ngàn òun gbogbo wa òun láti wọ́nà wípé mo rò bá tó bóyá bíi 2 weeks ago sí lèmi ti sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo mú bí iṣẹ́ ni wípé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ lọ àní kẹ́ ẹ má lọ pariwo bàbá wa Akíntóyè ẹ má lọ pariwo bàbá wa Sunday Igboho ẹ má pariwo Yorùbá Nation ẹ̀tọ́ wa ní láti lè jáde mọ̀ kò ń ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ wa láti bà nǹkan ìní wa jẹ́ torí wípé ó tiẹ̀ lówó yẹn fún nǹkan tó bàjẹ́ kan rí jẹ rí mu wọ́n tó wá máa fẹ́ skills yìí tó kè torí kó bà nǹkan jẹ́ ni lọ́ ṣe ń ná owó yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n ni ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gbà ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣọ́ra torí báwọn pípò yìí ìmúrasílẹ̀ fún wọn kò rí jù rárá kó jẹ́ ká bọ́ nínú pẹ̀rú tiẹ̀ fẹ́ fún anybody ní ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ owó àwọn fídíò tó ń bíbà ó ní jábọ́ lójú ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà wọn fẹ́ jẹ́ kí èèyàn béèrè ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ o fẹ́ jẹ́ kí èèyàn béèrè ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ tọ́tọ́ plan sílẹ̀ fún ọ̀la yẹn torí ẹ̀ àgbẹ̀ wá rọ̀ wá ní ẹ má jẹ́ kán lọ mú ti Yorùbá Nation ẹ má jẹ́ kán mú pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ẹ̀tọ́ wa ní láti jáde torí wípé nǹkan tó bá ojú ó ti bá imú ìgbà tó ló fẹ́ san 70,000 ní fún sálárì èèyàn kan tí ò wọ $50 ní oṣù tí rice dẹ̀ jẹ́ 100 something 100 and something ní rice ń sìn pẹ̀lú ojú tó lọ wọ́n tún wá fẹ́ jáde kàkà kan mú báwo ni nǹkan yẹn bóyá máa lójútùú tí àṣeyọrí máa wà fún wa kó má tiẹ̀ wá gba nǹkan tí ó sọ kó má gbà wọlé kókó protect àwọn tó fẹ́ wá fi èrò ní wọn hàn wọ́n fi wé ti endsars àwọn ọlọ́ba ti endsars jẹ́ gbogbo tí wa ló ṣe bó ṣe lọ náà nìyẹn ọ̀hún nítorí wa fọ́ àgbọ̀ lágbára lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run Yorùbá nation làwa dúró lé lórí mo máa ń sọ ọmọ ní kí ni plan A wa Yorùbá nation plan B Yorùbá nation títí dé set èmi ò tí ì rí ẹni solution kankan yàtọ̀ sí Yorùbá nation ẹni tí tọ́ bá wá polówó ẹni bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá ti rí nǹkan kí nǹkan ìgé kò sí nǹkan tó wọ́n fẹ́ fà wá padà sẹ́yìn ni Yorùbá nation làwa dúró lé lórí bàbá wa ṣe Sunday Igboho òòṣà owó bàbá dání ọ̀hún sọ wípé àwọn fẹ́ kúrò nínú Yorùbá nation ọ̀hún jẹ́ ní ká má jáde gbogbo wa la gbogbo yín ṣe ní ìlú òyìnbó wípé a ní freedom láti fi èrò inú wa àwọn tí bóyá ń ṣe wá lélẹ́yìn ara nǹkan tí Sunday Igboho ń sọ nìyẹn wípé a ní ẹ̀tọ́ sí bọ̀ kí bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ó tó dórí àga òun ní bàbá wa Sunday Igboho àti bàbá wa Akíntóyè àti gbogbo wa yìí láti pé òǹgbẹ fún ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation wa ìgbà tí bàbá wa lè débẹ̀ tán ní Yorùbá máa ṣe ọ̀wọ̀ sẹ́fà àti torí ẹ̀ padà sẹ́yìn o gbogbo àwọn onímọ̀ wọ́n máa ń sọ wípé àwọn kìnnìkan ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ rúmọ̀ ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ tó ń gbé káàkiri àìmọye platform tó wà ṣé torí wípé kí Yorùbá nation kó tẹ̀síwájú o 95% àwọn tó láwọn náà sí Yorùbá nation owó àti pawó sínú àpò wọn ni o mo máa ń sọ wípé tó bá fẹ́ lọ sí ẹni bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti lọ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ẹ jẹ́ ká lo làákàyè wa ká wo kí ló ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ báwo ló nítorí yẹn báwo ló ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí Yorùbá nation la fẹ́ àwa ò fẹ́ wàhálà tó wáyé ká fẹ́ wàhálà rẹ̀ á ti ṣe ju àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò lọ àwa fẹ́ gbégbá bí àwọn bàbá wa Ọ̀túnba bàbá wa Òjó tẹ́kítírì bàbá wa Sunday Igboho bàbá wa Bánjí Akíntóyè bó ṣe ń gbé pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n jẹ̀lẹ́ńkẹ́ pẹ̀lú kakọ lẹ́tà kagbégbèsè bí àwọn ọmọ ṣe ń gbé àwa pọ̀ ní nọ́mbà 1 tàbí àwọn kó fẹ́ jáde lórílẹ̀ èdè akíù ni àwa náà wá àwọn èèyàn kan wà wájú ó ní báwọn náà ṣe ń gbé irú ẹ̀ náà làwa náà fẹ́ gbé kó má bàa fún wa ní orúkọ káàkiri pípa afẹ́ ìpààyàn afẹ́ dàlú òun làwa ṣe ń gbégbèsè bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká kánjú lábẹ́ tòótónà Rome is not built in a day ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe sùúrù gbogbo nǹkan tá a fẹ́ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ó máa tó wa lọ́wọ́ a sọpọ́ọ̀tì pé kán jáde fún nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan fẹ́ lọ protest good fine ẹ̀tọ́ wọn ni ẹ̀tọ́ wa nítorí ara ni everybody including àwọn tá a wà ní diaspora ara ni everybody kan ìrọ̀rùn ètò ìrọ̀rùn ẹyẹ nǹkan tó bá mú ara lé wa ìyá wa bàbá wa ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tàbúrò káràbà ni wọ́n ní ìlú Nàìjíríà ara ni àwa náà tá a wà ní ẹ̀yìn òdì náà ni ẹ̀tọ́ wọn ni wọ́n dàgbọ́n ẹ̀tọ́ tàwa náà ní nígbà láti jáde láti gbé flag ìdíje ó ń fi ìyà jẹ àwọn èèyàn wa. bọ̀ Yorùbá nation dúró lọ́tọ̀ ni o ó tẹ̀sọ́ dúró ní ọ̀tọ̀ ni ló ń going back òun làwa wà àmọ̀ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe kọ́nà òun tó ṣe dáadáa fún wa. ẹ ṣe gan ni tí ẹ gbà mí láàyè ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wà nílé ẹ bá wa share ètò yìí kí mẹ́sẹ̀jì kó lè débi tó yẹ kó dé ẹ fi gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì sí náà sílẹ̀ kẹ́lẹ̀ bá wa láìpẹ́ gbogbo wa lájọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ yìí iṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ní pátápátá àwa ní àǹfààní alóore ọ̀fẹ́ láti lójúmọ́ síta ẹ̀yin ní àǹfààní láti lè máa gbọ́ gbẹ̀yìn náà ẹ̀ pàṣẹ ẹ̀sẹ́lómìn náà pàṣẹ ẹ̀sẹ́lómìn àjọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ yìí lágbára lọ́wọ́ náà gbogbo ìtàkójú ọwọ́ ṣe ànífẹ̀yìn wọn dànù àlẹ́ níjọra wa lójú àwa ò ní ṣìwì ẹ̀yin wà ní ṣìwà gbọ́lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run God bless you one love ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Kàgbéga fàlẹ́rì ìgbàgbọ́ wà níbẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣọ̀kan tó nìyíra ìkẹjẹ́ ká máa lè gbà tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtọ́wò tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde, wá sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀. Ìwọ ni, ìwọ ni, ọmọ. Well, I guess we've managed to set up and prepare probably maybe an hour. We see how far I can go, depending on the strength. And then Moki Boboa, it's going to be Yoruba. I might mix a bit of English, but Yoruba audience will enjoy it because it is directed to them. But I'm sure many that are not Yorubas, they want to know what Igboho is saying. And for them to know what Igboho is saying about Akitoye, I am not the one that you need to know from. You've heard it from the Yoruba world media. If you have not followed the Yoruba world media, you are going to miss a lot, and you might not even know what is happening on the Yoruba Nation movement. Koikimedia is just a platform of its own that have its followers that are following this platform because of Yoruba Nation, and because of the consistency, and because of the information, and because of the knowledge that we share on this platform. So if you're new to this platform, please do everything to respect our audience, our listeners. I do allow you to criticize me because I am not Boko Haram or Buhari, the bomb bastard. Neither am I Tinubu, that is now doing everything to want to discredit Oloye Igboho by coming out with his gimmicks as usual. Because the Yoruba people know Tinubu very well. Because we know what he can do by trying to portray Baba Akitoye, an 89 years old man that is going to be 90, God's willing, and God will spare his life so that he can deliver us fully out of the declaration of Yoruba Nation that we are all campaigning for. So my job is just one out of a special job that gives me the room to switch on my television and allow people to come in and sit down and start thinking, what the hell is he going to be talking about again tonight? Is he not satisfied with the one he said some few hours ago? What more can he say that he will not go and sleep? But what they forgot to understand is that there's a difference between a media organization and those that are blogging. Our job is to bring everybody together and try to understand Nigeria, not the way others have tried to do it. That is where we are different. Because others have done it in a way tó yẹ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe pé ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ni kẹ́ sọ. Or, don't protest. It's Tinubu that is there. Who the hell is Tinubu? Tinubu is just an ordinary human being that the creator of our time allowed him to become the president. He would have been killed by Abacha, and nobody would have known Tinubu anyway. So for the fact that some of you now think that because Tinubu is in power, Jagaban is in power, Koiki, you cannot talk to Tinubu like that. Oh, come back home. And when you come back home, then what is going to happen? The worst case scenario will probably get picked up by the DSS because we are speaking the truth. Okay, there's a lot of tension going on in South Pole. Police van has been set on fire. This is exactly why we say that as much as we want everybody to be going out for a peaceful protest, but things can turn quickly. And that is the reason why Yoruba people on the ground would have to open their eyes to see what is going to happen. Right now, South Pole stabbing, hundreds attend the vigil. 4 minutes ago, police van has now been set on fire, not in Nigeria, but in London, by the English. Àwọn Òyìnbó, what if you not see mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá? I am not here to tell you to go and do the same thing in Nigeria, because I know that that is what you want me to say. Koiki, you help us to say it. No, you will decide what you want to do, but our job is to say to the government, you cannot tell people to not come and protest. But a lot of our Yoruba, they are very skeptical about this protest. Am I skeptical? No. Because it is something that everybody knows is going to happen eventually. So let's give you the latest update. It's a breaking news. A police van has now been set on fire as clashes. What is clashes? Two people fighting, government and the people. Because the people saying that, look, you have allowed a lot of immigrants to come into the UK, and now they are creating havoc on the lives of our people. Okay, this is the same thing Igboho is saying. We have allowed immigrants to come into our territory and they are killing our people. Let's stop it. Yoruba people say, no, Igboho only stop it. Kí ló dé tó ṣe fẹ́ stop it? Ta ni wọ́n gan tó ṣe fẹ́ stop it? I'm going to put on the fan. Let me know if the noise is filtering through and I can end it. But the only thing is I will just be feeling a little bit, you know, hotty inside here. So let me switch the fan. I'll just put it on a very low key. But again, I might not make it to be moving around. I might just stable it. I know it's making a bit of noise, but if it's okay with you, just say, Koiki, it's okay. We don't want it to go too hot in your house. But if it's too much, I can take it off. So I'll wait for the comment, but I'll continue the program. Because sometimes that noise could be a little bit irritating. Koiki, just turn the bloody thing off. I want to listen to you. So, what is playing out in Southport? There's a breakout at the Southport Mosque. Because the English people are saying that there are some people that have arrived in UK that they don't have a clue who they are. And they are now trying to push them back. How they're going to do that? It is fine. You need a cool air. Sure, I can turn it off. Let me say this. Nobody is against these, our neighbors. And when I mean our neighbors, you know, the Igbos, the Hausas, the Ijaws, you know, as many other ones that you can remember. We tend to talk about the Igbos and the Hausa, but we have a lot of others that are not always mentioned. But we know that you are part of Nigeria. But my problem is that àwọn kan tó wá dé tó ń pè ní Fulani. Look, we might sit here and say, look, Koiki, shut up. You know, not all the Fulanis are bad. Okay, we agree. But majority of them are killing us now. I'm sure you agree on that as well. Not all the Fulanis are bad. But the majority of the Fulanis that we have now are killing our people. And Igboho and Babakitoye said, oh, this is not fair now. Ele Yoda. Stop killing us. You are killing us too much. Violent clashes have broken out between protesters and the police after a large crowd gathered outside a mosque in Southport. Footage of the protest has been posted on the social media have now showed a police van set on fire and the crowd hurling bottles and bricks at the police huddled together with the riot shield. It comes as tension is rising, tension run high in the town following a yesterday stabbing attack that we can now confirm 3 children have died. Àwọn Òyìnbó ti jáde. They are putting out their anger. Who are they putting the anger on? On the police. On the people that they believe that might be behind. I don't know who is behind the stabbing. Because the police have not confirmed that. And I cannot speak because it is still an ongoing investigation. And I'm not a blogger. And I want to make sure that whatever the police is saying to the journalists is the etiquette of what I should tell you tonight. But what I can tell you is that there is a tension. Tension is running high. I'm asking the question now. Ṣé tension in run in Nigeria by? Yes or no? Do we have tension in Nigeria? So if there's a tension in Nigeria, why is some media that have never talked about Yoruba Nation? I saw Linda Ikeji posting about Igboho, saying that, oh, there is not going to be any protest. I saw the bomb bastard Mayegun saying that Igboho is not going to protest. I saw the other papers, but there were some that contacted us and said, Mr. Koiki, we know that you are still the spokesperson of Igboho, and I don't want to go and write anything that I have not confirmed with you. So Mayegun refused to confirm with me as the spokesman because he's probably jealous that he has not been given the position of a spokesperson. Or some say that because of other issues. So don't come here and try, to defend Mayegun as if he's a clean guy. Okay? But what I'm saying is there is a tension, as Mamami Comfort Ologunja say, Nigeria is going under tension, and whatever is about to play out within the next 48 hours, nobody knows. But yes, we must tell our people that we don't want any damage. Don't shoot the police. Don't destroy anything. But that will be subject to how the security operatives will also manage the situation. If the situation is not managed, oh yes, nobody will do that. On this show, on this Yoruba Nation, no. Not even Bishop Adesina will try to do that. As much as I know Bishop Adesina is a full member of the Yoruba Nation. And I've told him, he has tried to call me, but I've been busy. No, you have to go and eat. And I've just been able to have a meal before we come back on air again. So what I'm trying to explain to us, and I welcome you all, is that when tension is rising because there's a blood going into something. And just reason say, I am not interested in anything apart from what benefits the people on the ground. And that is where we stand. That is where Igboho stands. But people now want to make Igboho a scapegoat. So somebody like Mayegun now think because he has some Igbos and then some few Yorubas that doesn't agree with Igboho because they can't do what Igboho is doing. Now they want to use Igboho as a scapegoat. Because I was listening to Shoya Koribe. I didn't listen to all the program Mayegun did. And please don't tell me, oh, Koiki, calm down. Don't talk about Mayegun again. No. We still talk about Mayegun. Maybe tomorrow I might not talk about Mayegun. Don't tell me not to talk about Mayegun. Not even Bishop Adesina, our political analyst on this platform. But what we are trying to explain to our people is that Mayegun is saying that during the Ninas, remember that I was the one behind the Igboho, even though you Yoruba people are told, you are present, Koiki, put on face mask. Igboho did not put on face mask. Igboho put on face mask. Put on face mask. I was the one standing behind Igboho. Ẹrántí gba Ninas. Wọ́n ní Mayegun wá sọ pé Igboho ò ṣe bí ìgbà tí kò ṣe bí ìgbà Ninas tí a release statement tí Igboho fi sọ pé a máa lọ sí border. I'm sure many of you remember that. Igboho said we will go and open the border. We will do this, we will do that. So Mayegun went to bring that video and say, Koiki, shut up. But Igboho is not doing that anymore. And I'm saying to Mayegun, and I'm trying to be very, my program, we don't talk about things like, men and women body. But I'm saying to Mayegun, be man. I thought say you be man. Oh, so when you only sit down on the screen is when you are a man. A real man will go back home and also take the job of what Igboho could not do. And as I was speaking, even my cousin, I called him after the program. He was the last person that called and asked me to stop. I bounced him straight away. But I spoke to him after the program because we are still cousins. And I said to him, and he said, I understand. Don't even apologize or anything to me. You were hot. That is what needs to be done. And he said to me, but I told you that Mayegun is not a loyal man. Olórí ẹbí wà látà náà ń sọ fún mi. But I am one person that tends to not, I believe that, nobody's perfect. Let us all do what we can do. But it seems that Mayegun has been waiting for one day to go and bring his book and say, shut up, I pay you guys 40 million. Look, we spend that 40 million, but it seems that you must have got more than 40 million. You are only telling us about 40 million, but you are not telling us about the extra that came out of it. And there's nothing that we can say. Even the job that we are doing, if you say buy walkie-talkie 3, I might decide to buy 2, and then I use the 1 to pay for my own electricity. We know how this works. But one thing is, don't buy 1 and then say you buy 2. So Mayegun, don't give us that fubu that you pay 40 million. Yoruba people pay more than 40 million to your account. Okay? But let's come back to a current development, because this is what is going to happen in Nigeria with the current development of what is going to play out that nobody knows. Yes, we had my auntie, a great Yoruba woman that just returned back to UK. I can tell you that Sholako Bodoku, that Mayegun cannot compete with, as a woman, just returned back from Nigeria. She was in Nigeria. She had a program in Nigeria, just like Mayegun is saying, I am donating rice, I am donating book. Look, you can go and do that yourself. You don't have to send anybody. Because Sholako Bodoku just came back. Benny, this man, who is Mayegun to defame us? He thinks he has the numbers. He thinks he has the crowd, the Igbos that are watching his program, and some Yorubas. Not all the Yorubas on that platform are not loyal to Yoruba nation. They don't even have to be loyal to Igboho. But if any Yoruba that is on Mayegun ever speak ill of Igboho, I am not going to be shouting tonight, because my wife says you don't need any shout anymore. Let me just say to you, you are as stupid as anything. Let me take the fan off, because I know it's a little bit noisy. Don't worry, I'll manage. I will not die just because of, the window is open. It's just that, the weather is, and today is meant to be a very hot day. So I can still manage. And if I feel warm again, I will turn it off. I will turn it on again. So in Timon Safa, don't ever, they want Igboho to lead a protest. What about Mayegun? Why not go to Nigeria? Because Mayegun is proving that Igboho is not as active as he is before. But Mayegun is a very, very unloyal person. I came out last week. I'm sure many people remember. It's been 1 week now. When Igboho asked me to release the statement that we are clearing our bush, I am not sure whether Mayegun picked that press release. But it's more quicker to go and listen to Vanguard newspaper about what they wrote to decharacterize English na bastard. They characterize. I'm sure Emotimonso. So Mayegun can go to Vanguard newspaper and then from his Google and say, hey, this is what I've been waiting for. Plus the one that they told him in the beer parlor. This one family, so I gotta pick it. Hello? Emma Binu. Family always come first. And especially if na my or the I gotta, because the problem we have with, and I'm sure you all know that Tabati na fe funyan lowo ni Nigeria. The problem you will have is they will, not every one of you, they will keep calling you as if Abetik Bagbeni. I want to be sure it's the one calling. Oh no, it's not my. I thought it was my wife. Now he has actually disturbed, and I'm going to tell him in a voice note now. Èmi mo fẹ́ fún ẹ lówó, èmi ni ma decide ìgbà tí ma fún yín lówó. You don't push me and say, Mr. Koiki, ẹ ti ní kí n send account number mi wá. Don't do that. Now it's just to stop the whole, number. Hello? You are on the program. Nǹkan mọ̀ pé wọ́n mú rò pé òun ló ń pè ní mo fẹ́ lọ gbá sí fún ìbọn mọ̀ pé wọ́n lọ gbọ́ òjò kí ló sí bọ́lọ́wà. Ọ̀rọ̀ to be ọ̀rọ̀ máa sọ púpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ máa sọ ìdílé I love you bàbá. Máa kí ìyàwó mi gan rẹ́rìí kó mọ̀ pé mo tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó ti gbé kọ́. Ọlọ́run mo mọ̀ pé ó ti gbé kọ́. anyone can lead the protest. We are all involved. Benny, Yami, Pastor Mo. I didn't know it was my wife that was it. I thought, because sometimes, the whole minute people don't send account number. So, be saying sole yin wa. Mo ki gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé. Wọ́n fẹ́ fi wọ́n mọ̀ pé Olóyè Igboho is a voice of the voiceless, and they want to see how they can defame him quickly. So I don't know how many people are on that payroll, because all I saw was Mayegun picked it up, Easter Block picked it up, I'm sure Tunde had not picked it up, Linda Ikeji picked it up. So how many people is on the payroll? Mayegun, are you also on the payroll? So wà lórí payroll láti wá sọ pé nítorí àwọn platform ẹ̀ wọ́n raise 40 million. Walata olórí ẹbí wa, I meant to have called him back. We spoke and he's still at work. After work, he called me. I said, no. I've taken the children out, to go and have a little bit of fresh air. And I promised him I'll call him back. But right now, then I went to even with all this mist, I was attending the prayer. Eranti prayer at Menamanshi. I was there. And even the prayer was going on. We were in another meeting before they came out again. So what I'm trying to explain to Adeyemo Igboho, let us not allow Tinubu's game to play out on us. First and foremost, two major ethnic group wants to go. Yoruba wants to go. Biafra wants to go. And they want to put in divide and rule. First and foremost, Oya, Mayegun, you get some Igbo for your platform. Oya, go destroy Igboho. Koiki, now Yoruba people dey in platform. Oya, make them attack each other. Let me say this. First and foremost, Tinubu cannot play any game on me and our people that truly believe in Yoruba nation. And let's remind everyone that want to destroy Igboho's name that it will be very, very difficult to do so. Because if Mayegun is saying, like I was saying before that interruption, I want to go back to that first, that, Igboho is not playing the role that is meant to play as the forefronter, as the man behind the push for Yoruba nation. Igboho has slowed down. Igboho has done this. Igboho has done that. But yet, Boya Mayegun kokelebe soju, that when I came out and I said to the world that Igboho sent me a message, and the message was to deliver to the Fulani in Okeogun that we are clearing out. But because Mayegun himself must have been shocked to realize that Igboho will return back again to Nigeria. You know, when Igboho was even going to bury his mother, a lot of people wanted to know whether Igboho will arrive or not. And I was giving a code, but we did not even give any hint that Igboho will be in Okeogun. Many of us only saw Igboho in the live video of Baba Ekiti, Omoluka, all the medias, not just to bring my own alone, including many other platforms. That is how you realize that Igboho in Nigeria. That sent a message. So Mayegun think that Igboho has collected money. That is the reason why he can return to Nigeria. But Mayegun did not realize that Igboho has every right to come to Nigeria because, number one, Igboho is not a criminal. Moke Arole Oduduoni Adoni Mayegun Shekusheye Mobiton She Gongon Ashe Sibi Ashe Siton Kowa straightforward. And we all know that. But we thought, let's leave him alone. Since he's doing his own thing, he wants to do Yoruba Summit in Glasgow. Maybe he thought if he doesn't invite Koikimedia, I might not ask him to send money to me. So, it's not a problem. But what we are saying is that, why is it that Igboho wants to be used as a keke? Let's bring Igboho out. So that when we bring Igboho out and knock him out and say, Igboho does not believe in the protest. What do you mean that Igboho does not believe in the protest? Igboho is saying that I am not your organizer. Sowore, why is Mayegun hasn't invited Sowore on his program to come and talk about the protest? Ó ṣe jẹ́ pé ó fẹ́ lo Igboho for the push of an agenda and then try to say, oh, we raise money for Igboho. Look, if you like, raise 300 million for Igboho. You did not deliver all the money. You only gave us whatever you gave us. And whether we spend it to buy kuli kuli, whether we gave it to the lawyer, whether you pay us or not, it's not the issue, because Walata, my cousin, based on me, that I recommended everybody to go and donate, because if I did not authorize Mayegun, let him come out and say that I was not the one that authorized him to go ahead with the funding, because it did not okay easy. Wàá gbádùn program tá a ṣe ní tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ eléyìí èyí tí mo ṣe yẹn wàá fún mi ní voice mo jẹ́rìí ẹ̀. Thanks so much for the super chat. So I just want us not to be distracted, because we are very focused. Yesterday we promised you that when we come back live today, we had a civil service conversation that we want to talk about. What is the civil service? How they are so corrupt. And at about 8:20 at about 8:20 p.m. a.m. this morning, there were already information to knock off Igboho, that Igboho is a criminal. And I'm thinking, níbo lele tuntun tu jáde nísìn. I don't want to be coming out every week and be talking about, oh, this has happened, we need to come out. This has not happened, we need to come out. Mo fẹ́ charge, because the Instagram will go off if it's not properly charged. So that is why I'm trying to make sure that already the Instagram, sorry, yeah, the OLAYOMI Instagram needs to be charged. This one needs to be charged as well. So bear with me. I'm trying to make sure that I think I can still manage this one like this. If not, anything with Lori platform, you will just miss out, and I don't want anybody to miss out. We love every one of you, because you are the one that keep us here. Without you, I should be going to bed and sleep, or also just relaxing my body. So, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin wa pé English yẹn pọ̀ díẹ̀. Keke Oku say Chameleon for real. So I don't want anybody to come here and defend Mayegun as if oh, Koiki, we don't come and knock Mayegun off. I, OLAYOMI Koiki, gave Mayegun the go-ahead to go and raise that money for Igboho. But what he will not come out and tell you is that I did ask for a kickback, like they do in Nigeria. I might not have enough money, but I know at least 10 people, including my mom, with a pension fund, that I can say, Mommy, I need 20 pounds. My wife is just making her way back from work. And this is exactly 9:30. She has not got back home yet. And you know what that means? I am comfortable with what I have. Mayegun is not your money. You are comfortable. Look at it. Please, it is not Mayegun's money. You promoted him on your platform. Apart from promoting him on the platform, I gave him the go-ahead. Because when he called me and he says, I want to talk to Igboho, I said, why not? Because already I had a program he was doing that he will raise money for Igboho. I could have stopped it and could sink onto the shit. I want to be very, very straight in this program. I don't want to go like we did the afternoon. He cannot do anything if I have told him no. He will not. If you go and raise that money on Igboho, that would have bring his integrity even faster than before. But for the fact that he called, and as a Yoruba man, I thought, okay, why not? Right there and there, the direct number that I would not have given to anybody, I connected Mayegun with Igboho. I did not brief Igboho before. And after he told Igboho, Baba, and I know how his mouth was sweet on the line. I did not make any recording because it was not necessary. Oh, Emma, yes, we're not going to make this Mayegun issue a big issue, but let's just make clarification, because I just want to let you know the background. Because he knew that I live in this country, yet he refused. He refused to contact me to confirm the story because ó ti ní Ìgbòho sínú tẹ́lẹ̀, and I need to knock that quickly. That is something everybody needs to understand. Ó ti ní Ìgbòho sínú. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tí yàn bá ti ní nǹkan sínú, èmi ò ní Máyégún sínú nísìn. Look, tí bá ṣe program tán tí bá bá lórí program, I will sit down there after tó bá ti block me. Màá lọ wo lọ́dọ̀ platform ìyàwó mi. I don't have to, I'm there all the time, every night. I don't comment. So what we are here saying is that somebody wants to destroy a character of someone that he knows that he cannot do what Igboho has done, even with his 40 million that Yoruba people donated to him. And yet, he went out. Maybe some of you didn't know what Máyégún wrote. I'm going to read it out. Not that I'm pleased to read it out, but let me just read it out so that it goes on record today. That we on our platform, a very platform that stands for Yoruba people, not for the Igbo people. I might defend the Biafra against my Yoruba people, but I will not go against my Yoruba people on top of Biafra. And Simon Ekpa knows that. Because everybody is fighting for their own. As he's fighting for his own, but what I would not tolerate is that allow the politicians that have held all of us together to bring in division between the real people that wants to go. I am not talking about the Obediot. And I have told Obediot, if you like, try to mess around with us in the Southwest because you think that you have the right for the protest, which you have to. But one thing is that GRV, is it GRV, that guy? I don't have issue with him. Any obedient or any articulated, even Showore, the worst case is that as you are saying end bad government, you are just saying bye-bye to Nigeria because none of us will be Nigerians anymore. So ẹ kò fẹ́ múṣẹ́ yá, òun ni tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe fáwa. But in táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wá sọ ni pé Koiki, mo understand tó ń sọ, but má jẹ́ kó lọ jó iléeṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nítorí pé a ti rí tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ó ti wà nú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn pé they are upset with Tinubu and they want to attack Yoruba land against that. And what is going to happen is that, like I said, it will be a very, look, we are going through a very, very important time of our history of Yoruba people between us and not just the Igbos, every people that wants to take our land. In the Afusa, the Fulani, the Lebanese, Britain, America. What we should be preparing for is that as soon as gbogbo rògbòdìyàn yìí tó bá ti ń lọ, the leaders of the Yorubas, and I know they are doing things that doesn't have to be for me to tell you or I don't know. We must prepare ourselves that if it goes back, the first thing we should do is we also defend that territory. And as we are defending the territory, we're not going to attack anybody. We're not going to kill anybody. But we are going to say to everybody, whether you are Yoruba, you are Igbo, you are Hausa, within the Southwest region, we want to lock for the next 3 months. After cleansing. What is the cleansing? We want to know who you are. We want to know who you are. So even if you have done the worst in our territory, prior to this protest that is going to play out now, because I want this government, not because some of you think that, oh, if you bring out this government, you will go and bring military. You know the craze. You know the craze. You go and bring Peter Obi. Oh, we will tell you when to come and help us run Yoruba land. No, 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 no. We have capable people. Look, capable people that are at home. We don't even need the diaspora. We need capable. We have capable people that were ready to set up a Yoruba government. And I'm not talking about 2 by 2. So, but it will be painful. Understand what is about to play out is they want to use our territory for the battleground. There's no doubt about it. We know that. Máyégún wants to play to that directive. I am not playing to that directive. I want crisis because even if in UK, I've just told you about 5-10 minutes ago that they have done certain things in a particular part of UK. Why? Because tension is high. The tension, and I pity the Yoruba people that are saying, oh, no protest. Are you going to tell people that are hungry, no protest? Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọ̀tá tẹ́ ń jáde no protest tí Tinubu ti ní kọ́ lọ fún yín lówó àtẹ̀mísí olú ọmọ ẹ̀. We don't need to start fighting each other. And I don't want to promote that. And we don't need that. But tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹsàn fáwọn ọmọ tó fẹ́ jáde pé no protest. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní diaspora àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé. This is not the time to say we should mo fẹ́ wo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ àsìkò yóò ń ṣe táyà tá a máa sọ pé bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kò ní yé wa kò lè yé wa nítorí pé Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ ó ti program ẹ̀ ó mọ̀ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa ta sílẹ̀ láti inú Nàìjíríà tó create for a very long time and he wants to stop it finally so that peace will eventually reign. So I am pleading with those that are saying no protest. I know you are not saying that because of your will. Look, even if people don't protest today, I am saying that táwọn èèyàn bá protest lẹ́nìí, they will still protest because Tinubu will not be able to do anything within the next 3 years. Tó kù fún. President Bola Tinubu will not be able to achieve his aims and objectives. He will not be able to achieve his aims and objectives. I'm trying to pick some of the comments. So, what we are now saying is that what is going to play out? Kí ló máa play out? Protest, counter-protest. Some people, they watch, they look. Some people hidden agenda. And those, the hidden agenda that many of us need to focus on are the military. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ti Igbo agenda, their own is to either create a pain of destruction. I am just putting it like that. Because they are, and I'm not talking about the Biafrans. Ẹ jẹ́ ká clear. We are talking about the people that support Peter Obi. They are boiling to destroy Lagos State, to destroy Yoruba land, and probably allow their other side not to be destroyed. Ó máa dùn á gan bí ègbò ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá in tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn in tó fẹ́ play out between now and the next couple of days, and it might not even play out. Maybe we are just over-exaggerating it. But what will play out is that when Igboho call for an official Yoruba rally, that everybody will come out. But we are working with the current situation of what is playing out in Nigeria today, which is they go protest, we no go protest. They go protest, we no go protest. Counter-protest. Tinubu is spending money. All the governors are spending money. Koda, Asari Dokubo said they don't burn anybody well to come and protest. Do you know what is going to play out? I hope people are understanding that as much as we are saying that these protests will not be violent, but already they are counter-protests waiting. They want to use certain location for battleground. Mo ń wòyàn kan náà pé nǹkan tó ń kọ látẹ̀ nǹkan yẹn let me ẹ bá mi reply lé lórí ni. That is the only way I will pick the person, because if you are a bomb bastard, especially tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Igbo tó lọ ń gbọ́ Máyégún tó wá síbí báyìí pé torí o fi wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ wà wá fi comment síbí báyìí màá bú bá ẹ màá bú yẹ ẹ and I will block you. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, cause Máyégún is an ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ni. All this one that is doing, look, I can do the same thing, but I have told you all that is not go and donate book there, go and donate pencil there, or yeah, take gari there, take epa there, all that one, the one that they've done now, how many people have they saved their lives? Has Mayegun saved anybody's life with the insecurity? The topic is on Mayegun and many Odale Yoruba against Igboho and their number one Odale. Thank you so much, everyone, for the super chat. That is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is the first number one Odale of Yoruba people, because it destroyed everything. It destroyed everything. And I appreciate, and let me first say to my Biafrans, the true Biafran lovers, look, we are not here to attack you. Get me right. I am not sitting here to attack you. you know that I have told you that I remain with you on self-determination. But the day where I dey smell something say the self-determination work, we will just back out. But for now, I am not saying that. So my job is to make sure that we protect you. And I know you will do the same thing. But all these obedient that are meant to go and support the agenda of the Biafra, they did not. All these people where they support Tinubu, that should be supporting Baba Akintoye, they are not. They've already come out in Lagos Island. They are smelly Lagos Island. That has not worked. Tinubu controlled that place till date, and yet it has not worked. So let me say this again. There is tension in Nigeria, and that tension wants to erupt to so many things that we might not even be able to know what is happening. Hey, Koikio, Koikio, I don't know. I am not trying to exaggerate anything. In UK, 3 people were just killed. And I use the word people were just killed. They are human beings. And this morning, and I'm being honest, I was saying to my wife, and I said, èèyàn mẹ́ta kú ní UK. Ìjà mọye ọmọ kékèké tó ti kú ní Palestine. And this is why we are saying, why must the world allow peace not to reign? Kí ló dé tá a like peace? Why do we want things to be done in a violent way? Because the situation that is playing out today, and we are not here to defend Hamas. Hamas think that they are doing the right thing, is up to them. But what we are saying is that innocent lives have been taken away. Okay? Prince Ini, I am not against White Lion. I don't want anybody to come here and attack me tonight. I will come for you even if you are one of our loyal people here, because we are talking about the pain that Igboho has to endure. Because of what? Because Mayegun gave Igboho 40 million. So he must endure what Mayegun said about Igboho, which is exactly what he said. This is what he said. At about almost 10 hours ago precisely, on his page, not because the numbers he has there, but because he wanted to satisfy a particular, and I can see that he has not talked about Igboho on his topic. Economic hardship, protests, fever grips Nigeria. Because I'm sure they've told him that. Some might even say, Koiki, but you are senior Mayegun, you should not do it like that. I say, shut up. Ìjẹ́ ìmọ̀ pain tí Igboho wà nínú ẹ̀. I know, I feel it from his voice when he called me and say, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo lòun ṣe Mayegun. That is the word that came out from Igboho's mouth. But ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo lòun ṣe Mayegun. Write it down. In tí Igboho sọ jáde lẹ́nu nìyẹn pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo lòun ṣe Mayegun coordinator. You know what he's telling me? That ṣé ìwọ kọ́ ló tún lọ gbélé wá báyìí? And you can see why somebody like me now just sit back and thinking, did we do the right thing? Yes, we did. We did not regret it. But òun ni wọ́n fẹ́ lò láti fẹ́ wá attack Igboho. And whatever he's saying tonight, I dare him to talk about me. I will come out again tomorrow. Because kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ. In everything. In everything. I am not here boasting. In every ramification, kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Because already we have told everybody that you have the right to go and do whatever you want to do. But why would a person that is a Yoruba man would then put this out? Because he's looking for comments, share from the Igbos that think that they can then say, we told you, Igboho has collected money. Look at your mouth. Go and rescue Nnamdi Kanu first and leave Igboho with us, the Yoruba people. Because we are not one. We can never be one. And this is a message to every one of you, especially those of you that always come and say, where is Igboho? We have no business with you. Leave Nigeria and let us be. And when we are ready, we will leave Nigeria. But one thing is, for those of us that truly want to go together, we will do it together with the true Biafrans that wants to go. And you can hear what Simon Ekpa said. I will only work, if Simon Ekpa notices that what we are doing is not worth working with, let him not work with us. It's not by force. At least he is not going to take his military and come and invade Lagos State. Go possible. Go. One more. So Simon Ekpa will say, oh, Biafra Liberation Army, oh yeah, march down to Lagos. And we still have Igboho, and we have all, I'm not talking about Iba Gani Adams, because that one, and the man will say, when we were going to Igogon, he told his wife to cook amala, and they will do, and they closed the door. I'm sure you know that man. But I didn't train as a military man. I am just a trained journalist. I took a bit of things that in case tabayin ìbọn tó bá tẹ̀ lọ bàyàn kí ni ọmọ sáré ṣe èmi náà ti lọ wo YouTube ìbọn dẹ́n tètè pààyàn ó depend ibi tó bá wọ̀ lára ẹ̀. But yet I follow them to Igogon. So be careful tonight, because I am telling you that the man that you are calling Mayegun Danera political or whatever, he might have his audience, but this is what he said about Igboho about 11 hours precisely. Sunday Igboho don't cast, as in C-A-S-T, and we all know that meaning. I'll come to that. It is time to expose the mofo. Be careful with your comment on this platform tonight. Boko Haram was right. One regret I have, watch this space. I say it tonight again. I give you 24 hours. If you do not give me the proof that Igboho collected, I was told that you say 1 billion naira from Tinubu. To release that information to prove that Igboho collected 1 billion from Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu ni mo sọ. Ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ni ṣoríire. And these are the bastards that you think that because if he's thinking about money, look, some of you don't know. I spent the last 500 naira in my account to anybody. That is what my father was doing until he died. Kilowo, owo abukulowo to ba wo ma lo na ni. Owo rowo ri. I am saying that Mayegun rí owó rí ẹsọ bí tó lówó sí. My mom pay Mayegun every month because of the love they have for him. So who the hell is he? Òyìnbó mélòó ló ń sọ? Analysis mélòó ló ń ṣe? Research mélòó ló ń ṣe? Níbo ló mọ̀ dé? Èmi ò sọ pé mi mọ̀. But don't ever compare myself with Mayegun. One bastard, every one of you, that says that we should sit quiet because I am bringing Mayegun out that nobody has ever done before. So he thinks he can speak. I can't speak, but I have the boldness to go back to Nigeria, and I will be in Nigeria at the appropriate time when Igboho calls the shot for the next rally. I, OLAYOMI KOIKI, will be on the ground. Well, people are bad Mayegunda to come to Nigeria because of Daleni. You think that when I went to Nigeria, some of the people that want to kill me, I will not stop to say this tonight. I've never said it before. Saheed Omobota will have killed me. Saheed Omobota that died. That's the reason why I never talk about him. It was one man that was sent to kill me. And it's shoriri. Anybody to buy me, I will be here because I am doing this honestly with everything that I have. Saheed Omobota was sent to kill me. And shiri. Ìyẹn kan wá ní pé Koiki ó sọ̀rọ̀ Saheed Omobota akutuku ẹ̀ lọ́rùn ni mo sọ. Tue akutuku Saheed Omobota lọ́rùn. Ẹni tó bá dalẹ̀ láàrin gbogbo wa kó máa bá lọ. Tí bá dalẹ̀ kí máa bá lọ. Ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni Mayegun. And if he does not apologize, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ máa jọ́dàlẹ̀ ni. Ó dẹ̀ máa mú lọ títí bẹ́ẹ̀. He must come out and apologize. Àfi tó bá yẹ pé ìkà làwa ṣe fún Mayegun. Ẹ wá jókòó síbẹ̀ ń bá mi sọ nonsense. Who the fuck is Mayegun? One bastard. They try everything. Ìtọ́ ní kọ́ lọ fi pa mí lára. Ìtọ́ fi sínú oúnjẹ. Àdúrà ẹ̀yin ìyá yìí ló gbé mi lọ sí Nàìjíríà ló gbé mi padà. And only God knows how many things they've done to Igboho himself. Ó ti kówó rédíò jẹ́ o. ó ti jẹ owó rédíò, ó ti ṣe gbá o, ó ti ṣe gbá o. Even Gbedu was calling my mom in London. Gbogbo wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pè back to back, back to back. But because we were here being an honest, he's now using Igboho to say Igboho don't cast. Ṣé Mayegun jókòó pẹ̀lú Igboho rí ṣá? Mayegun never sat with Igboho one-on-one to come and use that Igboho don't cast. But I don't blame them. I blame many of our previous past bomb bastard leaders that have done similar. Yes, Igboho was working for the politician. There's nothing wrong in that. But he did not make all his money just because he was a politician thug, like you might want to call him. Let's use it as it is. Let's say it raw. To be thug and politician. But they know that without Igboho, most places would have been ungovernable in Yoruba land. Ó fi ọ̀wọ̀ síbi tọ́wọ̀ wà. Kò dẹ̀ ní kọjá boundary. And that is the reason why things have gone very good in Yoruba land. Because gbogbo ìjà kọ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé Igboho ń jà báwọn ta ayé tọjọ́ ṣe ń jà ni kò ní sí peace nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. I traveled in 2021. I've said this before. Òpùrọ́ ló máa ní tó bá tún sọ á tún yàtọ̀ díẹ̀. Mo náwọn ọmọ kan wọ́n jà ìjà kan ẹ̀mí ti bọ́ lára gbogbo family. But wọ́n wá sá sí mi lábẹ́. I didn't know until I got to Nigeria. And they were able to penetrate, and I brought them into Igboho's house, not knowing that and eventually what happened? Igboho was able to resolve crises that have been going on for months and years before I went to Nigeria. Igboho ní láti bá anybody kan jà. Ìyẹn láti máa sọ pé kó bára wọn jà. Yes, tí MC Olúọmọ bá ṣe a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Tí Koko Zaria bá sọ̀rọ̀ a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ̀rí ẹ̀. But ó fi ọ̀wọ̀ síbi tó wà fún wọn. But kò sí bá lẹ́ni kankan tó lè sọ pé ó máa wá attack Igboho. Ẹmu gbóyó ni. Because Igboho náà ní kọjá ìyá rẹ̀. Ìyẹn ni ọmọ kékeré tó bí lánàá. Torí pé Igboho ta wá rí lórí social media tí mò ń pè é olóyè sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n bí bàbá mi dákẹ́pọ̀ olóyè bẹ́ẹ̀. Some months or years back. It's because ó gbé rẹ̀ wálẹ̀ fún wa ni. Ó rẹ̀ wálẹ̀ pé òun ò ń ṣèyàn ju pé èèyàn bíi tiwa náà lòun. Ọlọ́run ló dáhùn. So when people now say, hey, Igboho is a political thug. Okay, he's a political thug. But many things were resolved while he was that political thug. Compared to the one, 400 million ní MC Olúọmọ ń jẹ ní every month. Ẹ fi pé wọ́n fi típò náà bá fi máa control gbogbo Ìbàdàn. Ó lè control tó náà máa make 400 million every month. But he refused to go in that direction. He refused to go in that direction. Nítorí pé ó mọ̀ dájú pé there is no way that when you are in that, it's a system that is collapsing. So Nigeria itself is collapsing. So Mayegun now think that they can push Igboho through his platform to destroy his character. I dare tell you again, Mayegun, to go and apologize. Torí o ti ṣe orí Igboho. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó máa ṣe orí Igboho. In tó bá jù ẹ̀ bá rí lójú ẹ̀ rí. I'll just leave it like that. Because Igboho béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi pé kí ló ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo lòun ṣe Mayegun. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ń jáde. I raise 40 million fún ẹ̀. Ó yẹ kó jáde kó gbégẹ̀ síta kó máa yìnbọn fún lójoojúmọ́. That's what he's saying. So because ẹ raise 40 million fún so kó forí lakú. So èyí tó ti forí lakú yẹn kò tí tó. And don't you know that when there is no more actor in a movie yẹn ò ṣe dùn kò ṣe wò mọ́. Is somebody that we must protect with everything that we have. Ẹni tó bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ kó sọ, ẹni tó bá lè kọ̀wé kó kọ, ẹni tó bá lè comment kó comment, ẹni tó bá lè máa ṣàdúrà fún kó ṣàdúrà fún. Màmá ẹ̀ wá gba kú ẹ̀. Ó tẹ̀ kójú tì. ṣèbí ọmọ Yorùbá lòun ṣèbí ọmọ Yorùbá lòun. And there is a tension in Nigeria right now. Alhaji mo ní gbọ́ yẹn lálẹ́ ẹ ti bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ Máyégún. I am not listening to that. ẹni tó bá fẹ́ bínú kó bínú lálẹ́ I am not listening to anybody lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Máyégún. eléyìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ sùúrù ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni ọ̀dàlẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa bá ọ̀dàlẹ̀ dẹ̀ ó ti ṣe Ìgbòho tó bá dẹ̀ apologize fún Ìgbòho orí Ìgbòho máa mú torí pé Ìgbòho bí mi pé kí ni ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tóun ṣe Máyégún ọjọ́ ń dùyàwó ni. So the protest that is coming out in Nigeria, before we go there, he did not just write that alone. This is the next thing he wrote. And I don't do fracas. I am just coming out with facts and figures. Even though I don't record anything. But he would not have been able to use Igboho's name, a branding name, if we have not given him the go ahead. Our funny go ahead, no. Raise the 40 million. That's you. Network Nigeria. Now, the next message he wrote out, and so from my wife, even this program could borrow another 30 minutes long. Hello, brother. I saw it, Lola. But we have to make the program. We don't say about the program. No, when you turn on the scene. If otherwise, I saw a Lola, but the back again is a stop program to Moshe. To buy what it permits in Nigeria and we must break a suru. I be back. To buy beside them about that, put in your doom to Pamidan. A cottage as a quick paromo. Get a lot, check it, the valley motion check it. To bank paromoku. Echo. Ojú ojú ara o mo sọ fún yín pé tí mo gbé dání in tó lẹ́mìí nínú ni ó lè là mí lọ so kí ẹ̀kan má sọ fún wa pé ó ti tó ṣe sùúrù ẹ̀yọ́ ọmọ yìí èdè tí mọ̀ òun èdè òmù ẹ̀mí torí àwa ń bẹ Ọlọ́run lójoojúmọ́ nínú ilé wa a dẹ̀ ń bẹ àwọn èṣù wa so kí ẹ̀kan má sọ pé Koiki ó ti tó ṣe sùúrù mo ti send message sí yín ẹ̀ka ni networking dẹ̀ ni kò lọ mo ti send message sí mi wà lórí program báyìí all right send number ajá sí wọn kọ́ pé wọn ká ṣe sùúrù èdè Fúlàní ló mú òun kò má wà èdè ó má wà ọmọ àlejẹ̀bú lòun ìrọ̀ number àwọn kọ́ lélẹ̀ màá send number ajá sí nísìn sókè ẹ lè pè wọ́n màá send ẹ̀ nísìn ṣeré o Yorùbá Nation ṣeré rárá tẹ́yìn bá wá sórí program tẹ́yìn comment kò ń ṣeré rárá àwa la mú tá à ń forí là o èèyàn kan dẹ̀ bá mi forí là lóòótọ́ jẹ́jẹ́ wa la jókòó kó dórí pọ́lọ̀ lọ gbé wa jáde owó èmi náà kémi náà jókòó kí n máa wo program kí n máa donate owó kí n máa lọ ṣiṣẹ́ kí n máa donate owó sínú ẹ̀ bọ́ á ti gbà fọ́lọ́n ẹ pè wọ́n nísìnyí ẹ lè pè wọ́n lè máa ti sàn náà lé kínní ni wọ́n ẹ̀kọ́ ìpè látọ̀dọ̀ Koiki ni so ìtẹ̀bádẹ́jọ brief mo ti sọ ìtẹ́ máa ṣe fún wọn anyway so that kẹ́lẹ̀ tètè bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ process yẹn kọ́ta máa lò ní Saturday lágbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run so bí ṣe ń sọ lọ mo mọ̀ pé àwọn kan èkélé wa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ wa fẹ́ kí ló fẹ́ sọ èyí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé Igboho is not involved in your protest. Kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀ tí ni wonder ó ní we are not brainwashed do the needful bàbá ẹ̀ ní kó lọ ṣe the needful ó ṣe gbé dádì ẹ̀ jáde owó ò ní dádì ńlé ó ṣe jẹ́ gbòòlù ẹ̀ fi gbé jáde ẹ lọ ṣe protest yìí náà ẹ̀bẹ̀ láyà ẹ láyà náà mo sọ fún yín pé ẹni tó bá láyà bí Ìgbòho ẹ̀yin náà jáde bọ̀bí tí wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ mú bọ̀ mo mọ̀ pé ẹ máa padà wá síbí àlálẹ̀ yìí ẹ mọ̀ pé ìdúró dè mí pé tí bá ti jáde ẹ tún padà wá ẹ ní kú re gbogbo yín ẹ̀yin tẹ̀tẹ̀ gbóró ẹ̀yin ẹlòmíì ojú ẹ̀ àti ẹ̀rọ ojú ẹ̀ rí gan sẹ̀ àti ẹ̀rọ àwọn díẹ̀ kankan ta pàdé ní rally gbogbo mídíà rẹ̀ ló máa jáde fún Máyégún gbogbo wa pátá back to back bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò jáde máa àwọn kan sì máa jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ ẹ̀yàn kọ́ lọ wá wọ̀ náà ṣé Stephen Wonder ló pe rẹ̀ àbí kí ló pe rẹ̀ ọmọ àgbẹ̀ kí ló pe rẹ̀ náà ló ti ń wò mí bomb bastard orí pé kò ní dáa fún wọn náà olórí ibú lèmi bàbá ẹ̀ lórí ibú ó dẹ̀ fi wá wo program mi pẹ̀lú fake data tó gbé dání sọ́wọ́ ẹ lè lórúkọ yín gangan ẹ̀yin fake people èyí tẹ̀ láyà èmi gan tí mo tẹ̀ ní kankan gan agbójú síta láti bí ọdún mẹ́ta ó mọ̀ pé tó gbójú síta gangan ló ń jẹun ta ìyẹn lọ́ ṣe ń náà yín àwọn MC Olúọmọ torí àwọn kan lọ gbójú síta àwọn lọ gbójú síta èyí tẹ̀ ní ṣoríire bomb bastard kò ní da fáwọn tó bí ẹ àníyàn lọ sínú Vanguard tí Vanguard wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí pépà tábà tẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ owó pépà ó lọ sínú Vanguard ó lọ mú information àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ so mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí èdè ò máa wà o I can tell you that ẹni tẹ́dì bá ń mú gbogbo gbà lèmi ní kó máa bọ èṣù mo ti ṣàdúrà lénìí pẹ̀lú àwọn Christian àṣẹ ti Muslim so béèdì bá mú Máyégún Máyégún ni kẹ́ lọ pé ó ti ṣẹ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kí tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ́ máa ní pé ó ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá ó ṣẹ̀ tó wá ṣẹ̀ wọ́n dáadáa nísìn torí pé kò ṣẹ̀ wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ torí pé jẹ́jẹ́ làwọn ọmọ Yorùbá dúró tó lọ tọ́ wa níjà àdẹ́njà ó ti cross line bẹ́ẹ̀ ni he has crossed his line ẹ̀mọ̀ tí dáàdì kan sọ fún mi ni wọ́n ní Koiki ilẹ̀ stupid now ó bú bàbá kí tó yòówó yóò jáde ẹ dákẹ́ kò ní pa àjáde àdákẹ́ but àjáde nínú world media so now the next message he said ká tó wọnú protest padà again ó ní today I will tell you why this betrayer Igboho ló ń pè ní betrayal sellout was pardoned by Talon in Benin Republic ṣe rí pé wọ́n fẹ́ mú àṣírí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè mú àṣírí kankan all I can say is that Igboho's mother paid the price for his release that's all that is as simple as kò ní méjì nínú kò ní kinní kan pé kinní mo kí bàbá mi ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Gani Alágbàlà mo kí authority mo kí àwọn èèyàn tó dúró mo kí ọba Ògbóni ó ní Talon betrayer Igboho sell out then wọ́n pardon ẹ̀ Talon pardon ẹ̀ was freed to proceed to Germany now ṣé nígbà tí olóyè tí wá proceed lọ sí Germany do you know how many times he has been back forward nígbà tó tún yá tún ní òun máa wá special nítorí èmi ó fly I went him you all saw the video but because Máyégún carry along mọ́ so kò mọ bó ṣe ń lọ kò mọ bó ṣe ń lọ so he's wondering what is going on because 40 million ti expire so ní láti fún ní update mọ́ àdẹ̀ tún ní kó jáde mọ́ wọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ dá kó jáde kó náà tún fi gbowó lórí Ìgbòho ó ń raise owó nísìn kò tí ì raise owó yẹn ẹ lọ sórí platform ẹ̀ ó ń raise owó kan lọ́wọ́ nísìn kò tí ì raise ẹ̀ torí pé kò ń ṣe orúkọ Ìgbòho ló fi ń raise ẹ̀. Today I will tell you all àwọn wo ni all ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá àtàwọn Nigerians I will tell you all why this betrayer sellout was pardoned by Talon in Benin, freed to proceed to Germany, returned to Nigeria at will, and Nnamdi Kanu won't be free by Chief Tinubu. Ó wá ń compare Igboho's release pẹ̀lú reason tí wọ́n ní release ti Nnamdi Kanu. And I want us to understand something, Moki must be. mo ti lé matanilali yẹn ta ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ olórí burúkú mo ti block ẹ̀ kò lè wo life yẹn mọ́ bí a táwọn àwọn Oòduà TV àti Yorùbá Space táwọn bá gbé alọ́wọ́ lọ́dọ̀ wọn á dẹ̀ comment sí a máa bú rẹ̀ mi kúkú níri. He is back to help Tinubu intimidate his supposed enemies or anyone that oppose Tinubu in the southwest. Ó ní Ìgbòho tí kò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ rí ó wá Máyégún wá ń sọ nísìn pé Ìgbòho kọ́ máa ṣe phone call olórí burúkú ni ó mọ̀ born bastard wọ́n mọ̀ mo sọ fún pé kò ní stamina bíi tèmi stamina mélòó ló ní ẹ̀rí bó ṣe gbẹ ni ó mu sìgá ju kíló dálẹ̀ ẹ̀rí bó ṣe gbẹ ni sìgá ló fi pa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sìgá ló mu ẹ̀rí gbogbo ìtì ẹni mo mọ̀ ní mo bá nínú ilé ẹ̀ tí ó mu sìgá tó mu á máa mu gbógan bó ṣe wà yẹn sìgá tó mu ló jẹ́ kó gbẹ bó ṣe gbẹ yẹn wàláì sìgá tó mu ló jẹ́ kó gbẹ bó ṣe gbẹ yẹn àṣírí lẹ gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi yẹn. mo lọ sílé ẹ̀ náà ìbẹ̀ rí life tí mo ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nínú ilé he smokes a lot. àpọ́nlé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ dálẹ̀ ń pọ́nlé ó mu sìgá ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ yín tó ṣe gbẹ nìyẹn kò lè ní weight ju bó ṣe wà yẹn lọ kò lè ní weight ju bó ṣe wà yẹn lọ mo ní èmi máa wọlé sí lára tán délẹ̀ ni àwọn olóhùn ṣe fún nǹkan tó ń bó èmi gbogbo rálì tá a ṣe ní London kò sẹ́yọ kan tó wá ó dẹ̀ náà raise owó fún Ìgbòho ó dẹ̀ lọ sí olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè kí lorúkọ ọmọ àlè tó ṣe orin tọ́jọ́ ṣe orin kan ní South East Prince Jejema mo ṣépè fún yẹn pé you no go better for your papa Prince Jejema mo ní kò ní da fáwọn tó bí ẹ ó ń lọ sí event yẹn àwa ń ṣe rally ní London kò wá sí rally ní London just like many of them tó ti sá lọ táàrí mọ́ kò ever wá sí rally London Ifágbémilékè rally láti pàdé Alhaji Bashiru wò mí lọ́wọ́ báyìí I might disagree with him wọ́n bẹ̀ mí títí pé kájọ ṣe pẹ̀lú Máyégún èmi dẹ̀ sọ fún pé kò possible ó ń gbọ́ mi báyìí ó wà lórí live àwọn lọ́ní kí n ṣe sùúrù mo ní sùúrù kí ni wọ́n bẹ̀ mí títí because àwọn ò lè ní understanding àwọn kan wà á lè bá wọn ṣe kọ́ máa ṣe tiwọn because ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni wọ́n òun ló gbé ọ̀rọ̀ jáde lálẹ́ ó dẹ̀ fi gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni kí làwọn yan fún mi Ọya Koiki wèrè ó ti mad ní London wọ́n ti sọ yẹn ní 3 years ago wọ́n sọ yẹn ní 3 years ago nígbà tí mo ní mo fẹ́ lọ jó Nigerian High Commission bàbá Akíntóyè ló pè mí pé àwa mo ní bàbá tètè sọ building tá a bá ní London kí n tètè mọ̀ movement yìí àti débì kan bọ́ àṣeyẹn mọ́ nísìn ìyàn kan wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ta ni Máyégún nobody knows him. olóyè tó ń jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ènìyàn ó wá ní olóyè tó wá fẹ́ wà against ọ̀tọ̀ ọmọ ènìyàn that is exactly what it means. And people are here telling me oh ẹ lọ ẹ kíkọ ètò ẹ má jẹ́ kéṣù dọ́dọ̀ yín o èṣù ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ni kó lọ yọjú ara ẹ̀ kó lọ wẹ̀rí ẹ̀ fún. Maybe some of you don't understand in tó kọ síta ẹ rò pé ó mú gbóyó nígbà tó kọ ni kò mú sìgá nígbà tó kọ ó wà normal kò dẹ́ ṣe pé wọ́n bá kọ́ òun ló kọ́ fún rẹ̀ àṣírí kan tí mo tún fún yín nìyẹn lóòun láwọn tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ but òun ló kọ́ fún rẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n bá kọ́ òun ló post ẹ̀ àní ibi tó kù sí kò ń ṣalẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ lè má jọ́la ó dẹ̀ lè má jọ́túnla ni màá tó sàn yẹn. ọmọ Yorùbá gidi lèmi gbogbo tó ń ṣe gbogbo tó ń ṣe Ifá máa sọ fèmí gbogbo jàgàjì àti gbé dání Ifá ó máa sọ Muslim ò ní sọ fún mi Christian ò ní sọ but Ifá ó máa sọ fún mi má bèrè lọ́wọ́ Ifá I've not done it, but I will. I will consult the oracle. I've told you all now. I will consult the oracle. Màá ní kó consult oracle. Just as I did when nígbà tó mú olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè tọ́kì yẹn. Mo ní kó gbé Ifá jáde kó béèrè pé kí ló ṣe gangan tó fi mú sí tọ́kì. And I'll leave that kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ ti orí social media. One bastard. Ẹ̀rọ pé à ń ṣeré ni. Mo sọ pé eré kọ́ là ń ṣe o. Ẹ bá wá sórí program tẹ́ ń ṣeré. Àwọn ìyá kan fọ́tò ológun jà gbogbo yín ẹ lọ kówó síbẹ̀. Ó máa regret it. I will consult the oracle lórí nǹkan tó kọ sí Igboho yìí. I will do it. Ẹ sọ fún pé mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé màá consult oracle. And they'll tell me what has played out. So that I will have a better understanding torí ọjọ́ iwájú. Not for today. And I will not come back and tell you whatever comes back. But I will do it. Ó náà máa sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé lẹ́nìí pé olóyè Ìgbòho betrayer ni. Òun dẹ̀ máa sọ àṣírí in tó fà á tó fi pardon. So do you know that many people do not know that they were going to release Ìgbòho? Àti sọ ilé tẹ́lẹ̀ rí, so eléyìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí kankan. If you have followed this platform very well, I have told every single one of you that nobody expected that Igboho was going to be released. Nobody thought about it. Wọ́n rò pé Tinubu máa ṣèjọba yẹn tán kó tó release Igboho. Ṣèbí Nnamdi Kanu ló ti ń lọ lo how many years nísìnyí? How long ni Nnamdi Kanu ti wà lórí oyè? Àbí mo ní lórí ibi tó fi sí? Ta ló tún yọ yín lẹ́nu ta ni Dáre Oyèládé mo nìyẹn ti jáde àfẹ́yàn kan tó máa wá jọ ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Máyégún kẹ́ lọ́ máa sọ jágbàjàgbà ẹ̀yàn ọmọ ìran kíran. Ẹ bá mi wo jáde kó dẹ̀ comment padà ká lè fún lésì ẹ̀. Ọ̀nà Máyégún kò ń ṣe program wọ́n ń pè sáwọn ará London ń pa àwọn ará London kò ń ṣe gbogbo yàn àwọn tó rí ń ta. Máyégún làwa mọ̀ níbo ló ti mọ̀ a mọ̀ pé ojú olódodo olódodo ni wọ́ o fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa átíkù tó kà lórí online o dẹ̀ ní the right source tó lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ o dẹ̀ confam o dẹ̀ jáde wá ní olódodo àwa wí tán ó ní olóyè Ìgbòho was pardoned by Talon in Benin Republic and free to proceed to Germany. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gan kò tí ì yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè mọ yẹn kù sọ́wọ́ olóyè. Báwo ló ṣe dé Germany padà? Then báwo ló ṣe tún wá di pé from Germany a tún padà sí Benin? Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹ́? Ó dà kí bàbá yìí ti ní freedom o. Nnamdi Kanu dẹ̀ ṣe wà níbẹ̀. Ṣé olóyè ló mú Nnamdi Kanu mọ́lẹ̀ ni? Ṣé olóyè ló mú Nnamdi Kanu mọ́lẹ̀? Olóyè kọ́ ló mú Nnamdi Kanu mọ́lẹ̀ náà. The same person tó fẹ́ pa Nnamdi Kanu náà ló fẹ́ pa olóyè. Ó wá tún wá ní he proceed to Germany, return to Nigeria at will. So that means pé Tinubu ti ní kó máa bọ̀. So Tinubu wá ní máa bọ̀ but ní release owó ẹ̀ ní release account ẹ̀ kí Koiki àti Máyégún má bàa máa bára wọn jà lórí social media káwọn èèyàn má máa bá wọn dá sí. So n tí máa ṣe ni pé màá fún ẹ lówó kan lẹ́yìn. Ìyẹn ọ̀tẹ̀ tó wá dùn mí ó wá ní he is back olóyè ti dé nígbà tó rí picture olóyè ní Ìmẹ̀kọ pé olóyè má ti dé. He will now use Tinubu will now use olóyè to intimidate his supposed enemies or anyone that oppose. So you think that Oloye will attack or tell me to come and attack people that oppose Tinubu? No, he will never do that. He doesn't need that. And that's the reason why we are saying that if people want to go out and protest, go and do so. But ẹ má wọṣọ Yorùbá nation. Àmọ́ pa àwọn Dúpọ̀ Onítìrì intelligence is saying now that they are going to come out, wọ́n máa wọṣọ Yorùbá nation. But we will know that they are not our people. I don't want to take calls tonight because, it's a bit late for now. Ẹ má bínú. Mo kí tẹ́ bá pẹ́ mama fire náà ni. Bí a tó bá dọ̀la àgbà kọ́. Tí àwọn tó ń gbọ́ tó bá ní làákàyè kọ́ béèrè pé ṣé Koiki ṣẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ni tó fi lè pe Koiki. Ṣé wọn àti Koiki ti jọ ní ṣẹjọ gbàyàwó ni àbí gbà tí Koiki wá sílẹ̀ ṣe mo tọwọ́ bọ àbẹ̀kẹ́ àbí kí ló ń pè yàwó ẹ̀ mo tọwọ́ bọ nídìí ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú brain now. Èèyàn wà ní location bíi tí mo wà òun náà gbọ́n kankan ní kátẹ̀sọ́ pé òkè ó gbọ́ àṣírí pé bọ́ ṣe release Igboho bọ̀ lórí pé ó jáde pé ó ń ka kẹ́mọ̀ pé kò dẹ̀ ka press release tẹ́mi gbé jáde. That is how he is a biased person because I have released a press statement. Kátẹ̀sọ́ pé òkè you read something from Vanguard and you use it. But for the fact that I have released a statement, ó yẹ kó post yẹn sórí timeline, but he refused to do so. But ó náà náà ṣírí how Igboho is now coming in and out of Nigeria and nobody stopping him. So this is what I am confused. Níjà tẹ́lẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe pé mo níjà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Yes, I have to call him out tonight. And I did in the afternoon. It's because he is orderly. He has my number. It's not like I block his number on my phone. So Alhaji Bashiru is watching right now. Many times ló ti pè mí pé Koiki ẹ ṣe kéèké ìwà àti Máyégún kẹjọ sọ̀rọ̀. Màá kọ́ máa wo bàbá yẹn pé Máyégún. Ǹjẹ́ because I have just saying that it's not necessary. Ẹni tó ṣe Yorùbá nation. Gbogbo flag tó gbé sẹ́yìn camouflage ni gbogbo yẹn wàláì camouflage máa ṣe Yorùbá summit ní kinní kan wọ́n tẹ̀ náà ṣe poster yẹn ni. So ó wá ní Ìgbòho kan pariwo Yorùbá nation it is just a smoke screen a cover. Ó wá ní time to expose this guy ẹ̀yin wá ń sọ fẹ́mi pé kémi dákẹ́ ẹ ká ṣe sùúrù náà. Ó náà fẹ́ expose Igboho and I've given him 24 hours. Gbogbo document tó bá ní kó ṣe program yẹn dáadáa. I will watch it live. Tí bá dẹ̀ tó bá ṣe ń parí, I will sit here and I will tell you if whatever is bringing out. I've given him 24 hours to release whatever he wants to expose. Okay, you give him 40 million. Kí ni ká ṣe sí yẹn? Kí ká máa sokún sábọ́ ni. So if you give Igboho 40 million, kama sunkún sábọ̀ ni. Hey, sorry Igboho, we collect 40 million from Máyégún, people no vex o. We don't use and chop akara. Àwọn ọmọ fi yẹn sílẹ̀. Leave that one. So that is on Máyégún. One thing is, let me say it. Bobahun, whatever they are saying on their program, ó kéré sí number wa. Ọmọ Èkó èmi rẹ̀ ń ṣe ọmọ Èkó mọ̀ sí mi lọ́mọ Èkó ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá mi lè mi claim ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú. You're right. Your mom will still come pẹ̀lẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́. Ó kéré sí nọ́mbà wa must be mama dí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ but èmi gbọ́dọ̀ jáde to tell everybody that à ń gbàgbàkúgbà ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú kan farm lèmi o èmi mọ́ tòun o òrórí ẹ̀ bó ṣe rí ọlọ́pọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló stressed out. Ara ti ń ta wọn báyìí pé ọmọ ẹni tó capable ló di lẹ́pọ̀n mi ta lòun ó kéré sí nọ́mbà mi ó kéré gan ó ń ṣe pé mo fi ń dẹnu Máyégún ó kéré sí nọ́mbà wa èyí tẹ́ bá mọ̀ ẹ lọ sọ fún pé ó ti ṣe orí Ìgbòho mo mọ̀ pé kò ní gbọ́ yẹn but I will leave that. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ní Ìgbòho and everybody knows that pé kò ń ṣọ̀dàlẹ̀. Kí la gbé kí la jù a fẹ́ kúrò nínú country èèyàn kan jáde bó tẹ̀ bá forí la kú 2 years kò lè wọnú ilé ẹ̀. ọdún méjì ń lọ nísìn Ìgbòho ò lè wọnú ilé tó kọ́ sí Ìbàdàn kò ṣe pé kò lè lọ mọ́tò gbogbo everything ó kàn wà different places èèyàn kan wá ń jáde wá ní àwọn náà kan wá ń pè àwọn ló ń pè. We are saying that Nigeria refused to work. Igboho Odele kò lè play into the gallery of what is about to play out in Nigeria right now. What they want is that Igboho should. That's why he's saying that Igboho. So now, so one compare Igboho pẹ̀lú àwọn with who? So Igboho will be fighting. So you think that I would now come out and say, Omo, we will attack anybody that wants to come and protest. So intimayegun player fẹ́yìn ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ni òun ni pé kó slow yín down for protest tó ń bọ̀ next week. That's all. He has played out something that he was going to use. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Alájà mo ti fún àlàyé yẹn ní nọ́mbà yín òun ti pè mí but èmi náà máa wrap up nísìnyí because aago mẹ́wàá ti lù ẹni láti lọ sísàlẹ̀. So what I'm trying to explain to us is that don't mix things up. Wọ́n fẹ́ fi Ìgbòho sáàrin méjì against millions of Yoruba people that are suffering. No, ṣé ọmọ Yorùbá ò jìyà ní Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n jìyà now. So why is he gonna come out and say, oh, Tinubu is gonna use Igboho to stop? So that means don't mọ̀ pé actor ni Igboho ó mọ̀ now. Òun fúnra rẹ̀ gan mọ̀ pé actor ni Igboho. Mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ pé actor làwọn náà àfojúpa yín rẹ́ Igboho kàn ní Koiki má máa dárúkọ tàwa orúkọ ni Igboho yẹn náà ni kò máa dá actor pọ̀ nílé o tí mo tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ actor kan lèmi náà bọ̀ nínú ti media èmi mọ̀ bọ́ ṣe ń gbé nǹkan but nínú ti media ohun ta lòun àwọ̀ ṣe fún àwa ń ṣe nísìn pé so that people can learn. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń ṣègbéraga ó máa parun ni ìjọ tèmi bá ti ṣègbéraga kí n parun kẹ má gbọ́ Koiki mọ́ ìjọ tí Koiki bá ti ṣègbéraga that will be the end of Koikimedia. Kí la fẹ́ máa ṣègbéraga fún? We don't need that. Ẹ lọ bèrè mi ní phase 2 ní Adéníjàdèlé bóyá mo ṣègbéraga tí mo fi kúrò nílé ní 1998. So tẹ́ bá mọ̀ mi tẹ́ bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pàdé mi lórí social media ànábì máyégún o èmi mọ̀ bí tóun ti jáde lábúlé ẹ̀ ní Jẹ̀bú-Òde níbi tó náà ti jáde èmi mọ̀ bí tèmi ti jáde o. So tó bá yẹ pé torí gbogbo wa ń tan screen làwa ń ṣe program táà ń lo Yorùbá Nation táwa ń fi ọlá Ìgbòho jẹun bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So mo kí gbogbo lélẹ̀ nǹkan sí so èyí tẹ́ fẹ́ jáde ẹ̀yin ọmọ wa we will keep the tab on the security. But ẹ̀yin náà ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Peter Obi kó burn down Lagos State. Ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Peter Obi agenda wọn nìyẹn they want to burn down the whole of Lagos State. Ẹ má yẹ kó burn it down torí pé àwọn òdílé lọ sí Nnewi. But there will be crisis, there will be anarchy, and there will be death. That there's no doubt about it. If anybody is going to tell me, oh, Koiki kò ní síkú, okay. That will be subject to if the protests continue to remain peaceful for the duration of the days. One thing everybody needs to understand is a protest comes out, they block the road, people cannot move from point A to B. Like everything will gradually slow down. The security will say, okay, 4 o'clock, everybody go home. Some will say, we are not going home. We're going to stay outside. Our demands are not met. Then they're going to come out and say, okay, we don't want to end bad government. Now we want end Nigeria. Look, whether you end bad government, you end one Nigeria, the whole country is falling apart. And everybody's just sit down, they look. But don't ever, ever pull Igboho into your mess. Because Igboho want every one of us, through mine, that Koiki lọ ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn wa reason why we want Yoruba Nation. The reason why Yoruba Nation will be better. Reason why Yoruba Nation will protect us, will make things better. Even if it doesn't go better to start with, at least our identity. Look, Alaja Adeyeye, Ọlọ́run abami máa bless yín. àgbàlagbà tó wá sílé tó kó sí ṣòkòtò tó náà ń bá wọn lọ sí rally mo ní grandma yẹn òṣèjọ Koiki má bà mí sọ yẹn mo wá sí Nàìjíríà láti wá máa bẹ jókòó sínú ilé mo fẹ́ tẹ̀lé àwọn ọmọ yẹn kájọ máa lọ ṣe rally. The reason why we want Yoruba nation is we are not Igbos, we are not Hausa, we are not anybody, we are Yorubas. One people, one culture, one language. That is what I expect this Odale calling himself my now come and pay. Why be flag is saying? Abi. So nisin ochijo onjo re lójú abi. Òun mọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Eleni please my ego ignore Koiki kò ní dá fún yín. Ẹni kó má ignore mi kó sọ̀rọ̀. Comment kan ni Koiki ignore Koiki. Koiki is running mad in London. You said that 3 years ago. Now most of you are running mad. Continue to say your petrol is not 1,003. Denial people. Koiki, stop bringing fake news on your platform. You every day you'll be bringing fake news until the dollar was 1,060. 1,600. Koiki, stop bringing fake news to your platform. Stop bringing until the pound sterling. The pound sterling is 2,020 Lenny. Oh, Koiki, you sit down in London with your children. You are disturbing us in Nigeria until everybody is dying. And people now say they want to protest. What do you want us to do? Oh, you want Igboho to come out and say, don't protest like Asari Dokubo. Do you know how much Asari Dokubo is making from the bunkering? Olori Buruku. He has a university in Benin Republic. Asari Dokubo bó ṣe yọkùn tó bẹ́ẹ̀ mo lò ṣì yẹn. Àbọ̀rọ̀ wọ̀nyí ní sí. So let me say this again. That protest is your fundamental human right. There will be anarchy, there will be crisis, but we pray that it does not lead to that. We can just come back because everything that everybody is discussing, hey, end bad Nigeria, we want end bad government, we want end Nigeria. Look, you cannot force Nigeria on the people that wants to go. What I noted in 2017, as of today, Shegon Evangelist Peter. Bishop F.A.O. T1 hot sílẹ̀. Idris is not going to say, èmi ni mo sọ pé Mayegun fa sìgá. That is why Toshe ní body bẹ́yẹn. Because I saw him. And I asked him. And we know other people does as well. But let me say this. He will not dare do what Igboho has done for the next generation to come. Ẹ fà wọn yàn sílẹ̀ Bishop ẹ jẹ́ kó express mind wọn mo bẹ̀ yín. Tó bá ń sanwó fún látọ̀dọ̀ Peter Obi kó receive owó ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ máa gbádùn ẹni kọ́ ignore mi èmi ò ní ignore ẹ̀. And nobody should come here and say Koiki Otito until I'm satisfied. Let us remember that we will remain focused. But kamaka even if I have to do that for the next 10 minutes. And that is the way we were going today until all this came true from Mayegun that you call political. Ẹ̀rín àbòsí òun ló ń rí báyìí ẹ̀rín àbòsí ni kò dénú ẹ̀ gbogbo oúnjẹ tó dẹ̀ jẹ lára owó tí tó gbà lọ́wọ́ Ìgbòho tó yẹ pé ó lò sínú ilé ẹ̀ àbí torí kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń ṣe Yorùbá nation wa tá a máa sọ pé mo clean o pé owó kan tó wá san mo ò lo £1 nínú ẹ̀ irọ́ ni so alábòsí ni ẹ̀rín tó ń rìn yẹn àbòsí ni ẹ̀rín àbòsí ló ń pè yẹn. So wọ́n sọ pé 4 police officers dead yesterday at Iriti by unknown gunmen. That one will continue until Nigeria breaks. Let Nigeria break, all these police will stop killing and all that will stop. So let's go straight and read a little bit of this and then we shall build an incorruptible civil service, page 43. And then we can end the program. It's been a long day. Lágbára Ọlọ́run lọ́la. We will not allow Mayegun's discussion to distract us. And I know the numbers will not be the same because most of you tell Alabe program gossip lè fẹ́ wá gbọ́. kí ni Koiki àti Mayegun tún bára wọn fà àwọn Yorùbá méjì lè àbẹ́ ń ṣe èrè àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá méjì mo mọ bàbá rí ni èmi ò mọ Mayegun rí o. You be telling lies, I know that. He has nothing to say. I send money to Igboho and then so what? If you send money to Igboho, now only go send money. I don't send the money. I don't send money, Mayegun. You are stupid. Very, very stupid young man. So yẹ ká parí ilé àwọn civil service ó lè àwọn criminals. We shall craft an appropriate constitution. Need. Okay, judiciary laka. Ele la need. So let's see if I can. So phone in my phone, I can't record it. Audio. It's just one page, but tomorrow, trust me, I will not be distracted with my ego again. We move forward. Okay, hold on, pé ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní mà. I am disappointed in Igboho. He should have not said anything like wow. I think a lot of people, you see, that's the reason why we need to come out and do what we're doing, because irumami wa inisi wọ́n ní àwọn wà disappointed. So bí ẹ gbọ́ gbogbo tí mò ń sọ látẹ̀ nǹkan bí àtòrí Mayegun yẹn nìkan lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ṣé ti ka press statement mi mà. Because if you are saying that you are disappointed in Igboho, you should not have said anything like how, oh, people should not go for protest. He never said so. Is that not what we have been saying all along? Tí bí a orí Mayegun page lẹ́tí lọ rí ìyẹn àbí orí Vanguard. And that's the problem, because we are here ní ka paper tiwa Koiki ní website kàwé lọ sórí website èmi now, so I can't help anybody on that. But it's everybody's right to pick up any news and then come out and say, oh, Igboho shouldn't have spoken. Kí ni Igboho sọ tó pọ̀ jù? Ó náà tó bá fẹ́ ṣe protest kó ṣe protest. He never said then tó bá fẹ́ ṣe protest kó má jáde. One twist ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ. And they have to do that because Igboho ni branding tó ń jẹ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà àti gbogbo àgbáyé. Mayegun gan mọ̀ pé orúkọ Igboho ló ń jáwó. Ṣáà forúkọ Igboho síbẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa lọ síbẹ̀. Ó máa mú traffic wá. Tó bá dọ̀la nísìn àní rí traffic mọ́, and I don't need that traffic. I just need people that can listen to me and get the message. So I don't understand, mi tẹ́tí sọ pé Igboho should not have spoken. Kí nìkan tó spoke? Ṣèbí mi ni spokesman èmi ni spoke now. Tẹ́mi ò báyìí tí spoke Igboho tí spoke. So tẹ́ bá ka Vanguard tẹ́ẹ̀rí abẹ́ àwọn èèyàn kó kẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀ sójú ni mọ́ tán pè ní statement ni. Ìgbà tẹ́yìn kàtà sọ́ọ̀sì wo lọ ní ó ti jáde. Ṣé wọ́n sọ pé Koiki ló kọ síta ni àbí Igboho? Everybody is educated now. Tá a bá tẹ̀ gbọ́ Òyìnbó aṣáà gbọ́ Yorùbá. Number me is on my website koikimedia.com, but I'll give it out in case you want to reach out. But we are not taking calls because phone here ó ti kú ó ti kalaputu kò charge dáadáa, but mo tún ṣe tán yẹ kí n lo small charger yẹn ni. So I don't understand when people say Igboho should not have spoken. Èmi ni spokesman Igboho, èmi ti sọ̀rọ̀. Tẹ́ bá yẹ pé Mayegun kì í ṣe spokesman Igboho, Vanguard kì í ṣe spokesman. I am the spokesman and I've released a statement. And the statement is on the kódà mo translate as English, French, Hausa, Igbo, kí lẹ tún fẹ́. But because Yoruba people ẹ̀ ń wá gossip, ẹ̀ ń wá bí tó ti ń ṣe fracas. Àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ ṣe fracas ní bíbà. Àdẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ kó àtòbò ní bíbà. Àwọn bí tó ti ń sọ wọ́n mọ bí tó ti ń tẹ́tí ń gbọ́ ẹ lọ́ máa gbọ́ níbẹ̀ kẹ́ máa ní 1,000 views. Èmi náà máa wà níbẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan tí bá fẹ́ feel cool máa lọ jókòó síbẹ̀ ibi táǹtì mi yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn èmi gan ní sọ ń fì mí lẹ́nu láti tún sọ padà. But ìrántí mi ẹni sọ máa sọ pàlàbà gbogbo adé máa rẹ́rìn níbẹ̀ èmi ò kàn kọ́mẹ̀ntì ni ṣe máa wá sí bíbá ìkẹ́ wá fún wa ní Igboho should not, so you shouldn't have spoken kí ló ẹ̀mí pò spoke. So we shall build an incorruptible civil service. Nígbà tá a bá délẹ̀ lérí fẹ́ civil service tó máa jalè tó máa owó tó yẹ kó fi tọ́jú aráàlú tẹ́ máa ná. In our western region of Nigeria, I gbọ́dọ̀ parí program before 11 because I think way over my time, and I appreciate everyone that have joined again tonight. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ̀rọ ní apọ̀ lórí burúkú ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn pépà Nàìjíríà abẹ́ pọn Tinubu ni gbogbo wọn wà, kò tẹ́ ń ṣe nísìn tí Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ wàláì tàláì àbí inshallah àbí lórúkọ Jésù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èyí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lò ń bẹ̀ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta lèmi fi ń ṣiṣẹ́. Tinubu knows about media very well more than you and me. ṣe bóun ló ní TVC but kò ní fi TVC kọ́kọ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jáde. ṣé mọ̀ pé within 6 hours Linda Ìkejì ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho gbogbo àwọn blogs yẹn because gbogbo wọn náà wà lábẹ́ payroll Tinubu àbí kí n sọ pé ṣe fún yín ní jókà yẹn Ṣèyí Tinubu. so tó bá ti gbórúkọ Ìgbòho síta Ìgbòho sọ pé òun ò faramọ́ protest òun faramọ́ Tinubu Tinubu òfòwò Tinubu kọ́ Tinubu ni ẹ wá gbọ́n kan tí Aláàfin tó sọ nípa Tinubu ẹ sáré gbogbo yín ẹ sáré bí kàbàkàbà èmi náà ti dàgbàlagbà gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́ní sọ síta ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa descend the look mo kàn máa wọ́ndà ìran àwọn ẹ̀rẹ́ Tinubu mọ̀ sí mi gan àwọn tó mọ Tinubu gan ní London ìwé wáyé mìíràn gbogbo yín lẹ mọ Tinubu náà kó tó di nísìn ṣèbí London náà ló wọ àwọn àti Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù tó ń wọ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì kiri bí mi náà ṣe ń wọ kiri báyìí bó tó bá dọjọ́ ọ̀la tílẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dé wọ́n bí èmi dá kí n wá ṣe báwọn ṣe ń ṣe nísìn òfin Nàìjíríà máa tì mí mọ́lé ni òfin Nàìjíríà ò lè ti Tinubu mọ́lé báyìí mídíà Nàìjíríà ń ṣe mídíà o yàtọ̀ sáwọn chẹ́ńchẹ́ǹchì méjì kankan gbogbo wọn pátápátá alábòsí ni wọ́n and I'm not scared to mention anybody's name àti Kọ́lá Olóòtú o àti Oríyọmí Hamzat o àti gbogbo wọn pátá brown envelope gbogbo ọlọ́mbà gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìjọba bá ti gba Yorùbá nation tí bá ti lè sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí against government wa kẹsù company mi ẹ̀kọ́ tilẹ̀ ní dé Yorùbá country ká má lè jà pẹ̀lú pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì sọ pé kinní kan tó bá lọ́jọ́ wájú kan gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa ṣe a máa tún jáde ṣe protest nílẹ̀ Yorùbá London lọ ti ń jà nísìn akókẹ́lẹ̀bẹ̀ sótú ni mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá lọ ti bàjẹ́ nísìn ní gbogbo South Pole ara ń kan Gaza àwọn ọmọ òyìnbó yẹn ẹ wá ní karama kan Gaza lọ́dọ̀ tiwa ẹ wá fẹ́ kó lóye stop ẹ̀ kò ní dá fún ẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu for saying that torí pé ìwọ ló wà behind all these that came out but mayegun orí ọ̀pẹ ni àfi tó bá yẹ kó náà ti wà lábẹ́ payroll ẹni tó bá ní receipt pé mo gba owó lọ́wọ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ẹ̀ gbé jáde ògùn máa pa gbogbo yín ni lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan owó tẹ̀ fún mi ẹ ti tó kò pọ̀ lóòótọ́ gbà mí máa jí máa bá £20 gbà mí £50 gbà mí £100 bọ̀ kò wá ní bulk so báyìí la ṣe fẹ́ plan bá dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run grandma first bank ìjọ ní 20,000 naira gbogbo náírà yẹn àtẹ̀rí lò ṣé màmá tún sẹ́ndì náírà padà wá sí London ni ṣe é ṣọ́ra o àwọn ṣe nítorí pé owó tilé tó kinní kan jẹ ni o so let me say this ìjọ táwa bá ti dalẹ̀ ká máa lọ ni ká má dijọ́ kejì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ ìyàn kan wá ní pé mo kí Saheed ọmọ bọ̀tà àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́rùn bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ̀kẹ́ sẹ́ndẹ̀ sáwọn fámìlì ẹ̀ kò ní da fún gbogbo wọn ẹ̀yin mọ tẹ́mi ṣe fún Saheed ọmọ bọ̀tà ni ẹ̀yin mọ Saheed ọmọ bọ̀tà rí ni ta ló mọ Saheed ọmọ bọ̀tà rí pàwa lọmọ pàwa ní everything ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o ẹ má kí tó lọ touch ibi tí wọ́n yẹ kí n touch lálẹ́ yọ ara ń kan mí gidi gan mo manage ẹni èèyàn kan á sọ pé báyìí kọ́ ti pa mí náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa jáde tẹ máa ní ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ní Koiki nìyẹn ẹ wá ní kí n ṣe sùúrù I don't know anybody o ẹ fún wa lówó mo appreciate ẹ mo dẹ̀ ṣe appreciate ẹ àwọn tó fún mi lánàá kí tàwọn tó fún wa lánàá tó fún wa mọ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. ẹni mayegun òfòwò ní dá fún níbi tó bá wà ọ̀dàlẹ̀ àfi tí kò bá jẹ nínú owó mọ̀mísí tèmi náà mọ̀mísí mi náwó sí inú platform ẹ̀ just like bí gbogbo yín náà ṣe náwó fún gbogbo wa ní bíbá. In our western region a máa parí program mọ̀ pé ẹ̀fẹ́ kó tán bó gbọ́dọ̀ tán so that ká lè tún lọ ṣe nǹkan míì. In our western region of nothing bára wọn fà nǹkan kan tán mẹ́rin in 1950 we Yoruba created and nurtured the most advanced and the most competent civil service in Africa. Kí ló wà fàtà ní the same thing. ẹni tẹ́ máa dà láwọn mú kó wọn tẹ̀ ní láti ka comment ẹ̀ máa kọ́ block ẹ̀ ní bomb bastard ẹni tó bá ti wá tó tẹ̀ àmọ́jú yín àmọ́ orúkọ yín ẹ kọ́ wa comment wọ́n ti fún gbogbo yín ní 5,000 ṣé máa eégún ti lọ ó ti credit yín give away inú ọ̀dẹ̀ ń ṣe give away níbí báyìí ní tó kọ́ mi pẹ̀lú give away ẹ̀ máa fi gbọ́ mi á gbọ́ mi. So we Yoruba created a nurture and the most advanced and the most competent civil service in Nigeria. Our region civil service gave assistance from time to time to the Nigerian Federal Civil Service with training programs and with lending of personal key. Ibi tá a máa sọ dé nìyẹn training gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní abroad ìlú yìí ni mo ti mọ̀ pé tó bá sọ pé you are going for a training nígbà tí mo ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ lhotel wọ́n wá ní Koiki you are going for a training next week inú mi wá ń dùn mo rò pé a whole day training nígbà tá a wá débẹ̀ after 1 hour wọ́n á ti parí training mo ní kí ló dé wọ́n ní kakọ̀ fi mọ fire safety ni pé àdẹ̀mú tí láàrin méjì so the importance of training is very good so bẹ́ẹ̀ mi náà ṣe wà báyìí àwọn tó ṣe máa tún kò ń ṣe pé bá ṣe wá àwọn kan ṣe máa tún pè mí náà ká gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ sí lẹ́nu ṣé mọ̀ sí mi gbọ́dọ̀ pè mí kí n má gbọ́ sí lẹ́nu ni à ń ṣe ọmọ tó ọ̀tọ̀ nílé bọ̀tí tá à ń sọ ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Máyégún sọ yẹn ó ti pọ̀ jù lọ and everybody should accept that tẹ́ bá wá accept I can't help you because olóyè ò ṣẹ̀ wá àwa gan la wá ṣe olóyè báyìí ó dẹ̀ náà ti gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́lọ̀ ń ṣe inú máa rí nìyẹn and at the end of the day things will still move on but ẹ má drag olóyè sínú mẹ́sìn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ protest and maybe we should say it again olóyè is not against any Nigerian protest he is not the one that called for it Ṣòwòrẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ lọ falẹ́pọ̀n ó ṣe wá jẹ́ Ìgbòho lẹ̀ wá mú mọ́lẹ̀ so Ìgbòho as not ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé kò ní kí n sọ fún yín pé ẹ lè jáde bó tó bá jáde má lọ ní Ìgbòho ṣá irúmọlẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ mi ò ṣe kì í lẹ́yìn kan irúmọlẹ̀ tó ń ta tan oríṣiríṣi ni máa ń lò tẹ́ mi ò slang oríṣiríṣi ni kò so when you go out be peaceful and we will make sure that the military are peaceful but we know they are stupid people wèrè ní military abẹ́rẹ́ tó máa ń gún wọn láfíríkà ó yàtọ̀ sí ti Europe but what people are more concerned especially Lagos I understand the feelings kò ṣe pé mo understand feelings yìí but what we are saying to those that are in Lagos is ẹ̀yin náà gbé telescope yìí síta ẹ bá rí i pé àwọn ọmọ bíi Peter Obi ló fẹ́ lọ juná síbẹ̀ ẹ kò súnmọ́ ní aláyé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ á juná síbẹ̀ yẹn property wà níbí báyìí ó ṣe gbé bọ́ọ̀sì kó lọ sí Nnewi kó lọ juná síbẹ̀ àwa sọ fún ẹ pé we are one Nigeria àbó ya wèrè one Nigeria ẹ̀kọ́ change ohun fún wọn ni one Nigeria ti tán látẹ̀mí oyè yìí ẹ̀yin ti ẹ̀ Nigeria ni mò ń sọ o ẹ̀kọ́ change ohun mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ni pé ẹ̀ Nigeria wo gbogbo ẹ ti tán láti sin àwọn ọ̀ṣẹ́ Nigeria àṣẹ bad government ẹ̀ Nigeria làwa gbé dání so I know people are very very skeptical with the protest but mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí ẹ máa wá sọ pé àwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú méjì bá headline tó bá wọ̀nyí ní kẹfì sí kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú yẹn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ní Máyégún and I will repeat it like that ọ̀dàlẹ̀ balẹ̀ kù ìjọ tèmi bá ti dalẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ìjọ yẹn ni kí Ọlọ́run mẹ́mi mi máa lọ I don't have to be on this world anymore and I say it and my wives are listening ìjọ tí bá ti dalẹ̀ yín that should be the final straw kí máa lọ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe ó ń ṣọmọ lókù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ní kò sí Tinubu kò ṣe tó lè ṣe láti break Nàìjíríà tó bá dẹ̀ náà wò nígbà in tó máa break ẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ yẹn kọ́ jáde fún protest àdúrà ní káwa fi ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ it will not be easy but ká fà àdúrà ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ and let's prepare for mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá fi bímọ cotton wool omi oríṣiríṣi kódà àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n máa lò tí wọ́n bá bímọ tán tó máa replenish glucose gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ káwa máa prepare sílẹ̀ because Sultan of Sokoto máa sọ tó máa ṣe fún yín lọ́la I don't want to go to that tonight Sultan of Sokoto in tó máa ṣe I will talk about it tomorrow olórí burúkú bomb bastard tó ń gba order láti ta so mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí if I say I should start mentioning names we will not get there oh yes àwa máa pẹ́ láyé àfi ká bá dalẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá kí ló fi fún mi tani ìgbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ Koiki anybody they can buy you or they will buy your father and they will pay bí mo sọ fún yín ní 4 years ago the same place tá a ti ń ṣe program náà nílé kò yàtọ̀ tó bá ti fún wọn náà lówó nísìn wàá dákẹ́ ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣe kinní kan balógun èkó lẹ́ẹ̀ lè máa sọ yẹn fún wọn òun ló mọ tó gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn èmi ò mọ tó gbà o mo ò mọ tó gbà o ẹ bèrè ọ balógun èbó ti gbé brown ti gbé kíní Tinubu sẹ́yìn nísìn tó dẹ̀ ti lọ sí Èkó tó ń ṣe fàájì fún so mo kí gbogbo wa ẹ má ever hesitate láti pe Máyégún ní ọ̀dàlẹ̀ àfi tó bá jáde kó wá apologize fún olóyè Ìgbòho tó bá jáde tó bá apologize máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kódà máa wọ train máa lọ bá ní Glasgow but tó bá ṣe yẹn I will not have anything to do with it for years náà la fi sílẹ̀ eléyìí tó tún wá ṣe nísìn extra ló tẹ̀ fi jẹ́ but tó bá jáde tó sọ pé ó náà pé ohun ọmọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ Koiki I will not be upset with him but tó bá insist pé òun dúró lórí nǹkan tó dúró lórí orí Ìgbòho máa mú and I will leave it like that and I will not involve the children with it but orí Ìgbòho máa mú òun fúnra rẹ̀ àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé kò jẹ́ nínú owó Ìgbòho tó pè sínú àkáǹtì ẹ̀ mú kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ̀yin alálùbáríkà ẹ má wọrí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bishop á sọ̀rọ̀ má pè yín mú kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ hot ẹni right láti hot bí mi náà ṣe hot and nobody should pull anybody down lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Máyégún and this platform we will not allow anybody ẹ lọ sórí platform ẹ and like I said mo dúró tán journalist ni mí tó bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ apẹ́ fún wa alábòsí rẹ̀ nù ẹ̀ ẹlẹ́nu ṣábálà ti fi gbogbo ètò ti ṣe fa janja mo kí gbogbo ẹni tá wà lórí Facebook èmi náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo yín gbogbo alájọ máa ṣe. Somebody said, but both of you are living in UK. Call him one-on-one. I don't have to call him. So I don't have any business to call him. I'm very sorry, my brother, King George. He should have called me and confirmed before he went live and put out a very... Could they pull it down? So Eric was stupid. Ṣé tó bá dé náà so nígbà tí ó mọ̀ pé Koiki dẹ̀ ti wá jáde ó dàbí ẹjẹ́ ń tẹ̀ lọ já kínní yẹn wálẹ̀ kò já wálẹ̀ ó mọ tó ń ṣe deliberately ni bọ́jẹ́ ká dé mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti take it easy ẹ ṣe gan ni wọ́n ti ní ká jẹ̀bù rẹ̀ ẹ ṣe gan ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá èmi ò ní ṣẹ̀yìn o gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi tẹ wà ní Nàìjíríà torí ẹ̀yin gangan làánú mi máa ń ṣe jù torí mọ̀ sí tèmi nísìn 70+ àbí ó ń gbádùn fún lórí kódà council tún pé àwọn ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà nílé inú mi máa ń kan mí pé gbogbo tí mo sì tèmi ń gbádùn ẹ̀yin ò lè gbádùn ẹ̀ kò dáa rárá just reason mo kí ẹ má bínú pé mo nílé máa dárúkọ èmi gan ó ti neck body báyìí Princess Gbadebo mo kí yín mọ́mì mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá mo kí àwọn ọba wa tó ń wò wá wọ́n ti ní fi Máyégún sílẹ̀ jàre Koiki is not agitating for Yorùbá nation àwọn Ìgbò ló ń bá ṣe ẹ ṣe gan ni and I will just leave it like that tó bá dọ̀la àní sọ̀rọ̀ Máyégún ẹ bá pè gan mo ń jẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ I just leave it we move on kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ nọ́mbà wa ju nọ́mbà ẹ̀ lọ bọ́ mo jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé is a number okay mo jẹ́ kó mọ̀ lálẹ́ pé àti lọ́sàn-án pé egungun ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe jágájágá yẹn màá bá rẹ̀ mo ti bá rẹ̀ wálẹ̀ pé ṣe sùúrù ilé ayé yìí ò ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ilé ayé ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ rárá ó ń lọ ń bọ̀ ni òun lọ ń sọ à ń gbọ́ lẹ́ǹkan ká tó máa lọ wọ́n ní ọba Oyètúnjí village yẹn wọ́n náà stab ẹ̀ ó kú mama kí ló dé tó ṣé ò rí news yẹn lórí story yẹn tẹ̀ tí yé mi gan sef ẹ ká fọ̀rọ̀ Máyégún sílẹ̀ ó ti gba time mi gan lálẹ́ yìí. A suspect is in custody after a stabbing of Oyètúnjí African village. Ṣé anybody ti gbọ́ news yẹn àbí mi mo kàn ń wò kàn sórí yẹ Almaroof wọ́n ní ọba yẹn má ti kú kẹ́ mama ṣó wà pẹ̀lú mi fóònù rẹ̀ ti kú bàbá yẹn ò lájẹsára ni ọ̀nà stabẹ̀ anybody heard about that news as well mo kí ẹ jaya brother mi dáadáa mama respect your audio mo pẹ́ ìmọ̀ release audio fún wa I don't know I'm a bit confused wọ́n ní he died Oyetunji African Village in America. The king, to Kolayen, to ni light king. I'm told he died. I don't know. That he was stabbed. So, mo ten try láti lọ sórí Instagram, Twitter lẹ́ǹkan. But laptop it can't roll. I want to confirm that properly, but ó ti wà lọ́dọ̀ brother mi Al-Maruf. So I don't know what happened. But if he died, then he died none. It's called Uncle Fon, okay. So it's just that. Ṣé àwọn kankan ẹ̀yin náà gbọ́? Kò láyé ta. Àmọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. I was told he died. Though people die every day, but Delta State Commissioner of Higher Education has been kidnapped. Former Delta State, no man in Nigeria. Let me quickly go on Twitter and see. All right, nothing is coming up. All right, what's the charge in your corner anyway? So definitely, call on confirm, okay. Moki Bubolile and Conseo. Yeah. I can tell. I'm looking at his face. I know Temi Osheo. I know Mioshema Yegun. So no correct, unnecessary kinio. So táwọn alálẹ̀ bá ń bàjà kó pè wọ́n níjẹ̀bọ́dé kó bá bọ̀gún kó lè clear orí ẹ̀ kó lè jáde kó lè sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa lọ́la káwọn ayé kó lè nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí but ó ti ṣe Ìgbòho ó ti ṣe orí Ìgbòho. That's all I will say. So gbogbo pé ọlọ́n ṣe kinní kan yẹn so n tó bá wọn ni kó sọ but tó bá sọ anything tó bá gbé wá bá mi tí bá gbọ́ àwọn ọmọ mi ní kọ́ máa ní kọ́ jáde máa send o máa kọ́ ní kọ́ máa ṣe program ní everyday àwa dẹ̀ máa bá ṣe tiwa lọ so that kò ní fi tiẹ̀ distract wa. Thank you so much everyone. I gotta go now. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá má pè ní Máyégún mọ́ má dàrú ní orúkọ rẹ̀ ẹ má pè ní Máyégún mọ́ má dàrú lórúkọ rẹ̀ èyí tẹ́ máa kọ Yorùbá ẹ̀gọ́ ẹ má yẹ kó géèyàn lẹ́nu jẹ́ Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà mo kí gbogbo yín. Thank you so much everyone. It's been a beautiful night. I know that we have a number, but hopefully we have that same number tomorrow when we are back on a serious conversation. Taiwo Ọlánrewájú mo kí yín. Ẹ̀yin tèmi lórí Mixlr mo sọ pé mo ti ń náwó kẹ́ lè make sure pé ẹ miss out. So back to back Ọlọ́run máa fún wa ṣe mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí o. And on that note, good night. Orun ayọ̀ la máa sùn. Nobody should go to bed and think that gbogbo tí mo tún gbọ́ lálẹ́ kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Nothing dey ṣẹlẹ̀. Ifá ò ní parọ́. I will leave it like that. But lórí tí Máyégún yìí màá ní kó bá mi defy láàárọ̀ la kọ́lọ́n kó ṣọ́ mi dọ́là màá ní kó defy lé lórí. But Ifá ti get message many is still gonna come o but we will tackle them. Kódà wọ́n ní obìnrin kan tó ń bọ̀ again ká wà very careful. Ibi tó ti fẹ́ jáde ni mo ti mọ̀ but I'm waiting. Obìnrin kan tó máa tún jáde ibi tó fẹ́ gbà jáde yẹn láì tí mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ ká máa wò lọ. Ti Máyégún yìí we are not surprised but ó kọ̀ yẹ pé kó lọ borí ẹ̀ torí pé there is a message that he needs to go and confirm but má bèèrè lọ́la kọ́lọ́n kó ṣọ́ mi dọ́là orí alámasùn iṣẹ́ wa fún lẹ́wà forílẹ̀ ibi wa kàgbéga falẹ̀rí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù la bọ́ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ́ ká máa lépa ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ̀ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí àmì Ìyábọ̀ Olúbùnmi gbogbo ẹni tí n bá dárúkọ ẹ má bínú sí mi. I love everyone and I love you all for standing with Igboho so that we do not leave him alone for Máyégún to swallow. Tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ swallow ẹ̀ o máa ha lọ fún ni ó dàrọ. Yàrá comfort ológunjà ẹ ṣé gan ni. Dizzy man thank you. Bàbá mi Adé good night. Mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́wà lórí Koikimedia ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ìyá mi Ìyábọ̀ mo ti máa ń rí lógo yín àti àwọn dádì wa náà gbogbo yín dẹ̀ wà ní Dublin gbogbo yín náà ni mo kí o mo yọ ẹnìkan kan lẹ̀ o ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀kọ́ àdúró tí Koikimedia ó dàrọ. Evangelist Ọláwọrẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ǹkan sí o bye for now. kí àwọn kan máa lọ bẹ̀ Máyégún on my behalf. Ó dàárọ̀ bàbá mi Adé Akíntúndé ẹ lè lọ tún wò kẹ́ enjoy ẹ̀ òun ayọ̀ la máa sùn. Bye for now. Hey, tèmi lórí Mixella, thank you so much. Good night. And every one of us that join us again on the Facebook, we love you, we appreciate you, and nobody will stop the Yoruba Nation campaign under all our leaders. Thank you so much. Adewale Adeyemi, good night. Bye for now.